Yo, what is up, y'all? Okay, so we're waiting for everybody else to join in. And as Zach's coming on, and we've got a couple other people that are going to tune in. What's everybody up to tonight? I hope y'all are having a good weekend. Well, it's Friday, so good start to the weekend at least. Awesome. All right, Zach should be joining here any minute now. And then same, do y'all know the YouTuber Absolutely Blake? So if y'all know that YouTuber, put in the comment section because he's going to be joining on tonight as well. And I think we're going to have Taylor in here as well, if any of y'all know Taylor. Ronnie, that sounds really relaxing and really nice. So that's exactly what I'm doing. It started raining earlier today, and it did not stop raining. And I think it's going to rain all day tomorrow. So it's just going to be a relaxing kind of day. Not really. All right, who else will we have on here tonight? So what's everybody else up to? By the way, I'm drinking Red Bull and rum. So if y'all are having a drink as well, let me know in the comment section what y'all are drinking. It's been relaxing 2 months now. Probably going to be furloughed until end of June. Ooh, Ronnie, where are you at? And say where I'm at here in Texas, things are starting to open back up pretty fast. So as of the 18th, so here in a couple of days, gyms should be opened up, bars should open back up to partial capacity. So we here in Texas are opening up pretty fast. So, but we don't have many cases here, which is kind of surprising because I'm just outside of Houston. Houston has a lot of cases, but where I'm at, we don't have like any cases whatsoever. Boom, there's Zach. Florida. Ah, Ronnie, no, so I'm supposed to be vacationing in Florida in the beginning of June, so it better open up soon. What's up, what's up, what's up? I think you got to turn your mic on. Oof. No, Ronnie, I'm not going to Disney.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. So do you have a link to it that I can like retweet or what?
To the YouTube?
Yeah. Did you post anything about it?
I would say, let me go share out the, I say I haven't had a chance yet, but let me go do this. Copy link. I'm gonna go over here to Twitter. What's up, Taylor?
Hello.
Hello.
How was Colorado?
It was very dry. It was a lot different than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
My skin was crackly. My lips were chapped as fuck. My eyes
Oof.
burned all the time. It was so dry.
Did you like it though?
I guess and no. Like I loved how pretty it was. I felt claustrophobic. I was anxious the whole time I was there.
Oh no, that's not good.
So I love Colorado. I do, but I don't think now anyways.
you'll
I
live
don't
there.
think I want to move directly there. I think I'd have to take like a baby step, like halfway between before I did that.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I could totally do it.
I love dry weather because it's not humid weather like Texas.
So I love the weather there. It was just my body can't like that
Yeah.
shift
It's a shock for it.
different. I'll be right back. I gotta turn on the AC. I'm hot.
Okay. All right. So I got a link for it. I'm tweeting it out live over on Colton's channel. Let me take a picture of us real quick. So, smile. Make sure I don't have no porn open in my tabs or nothing. That'll be on there.
We wasn't
I hope
on any
not.
random moaning.
Okay.
No, you say no random boning.
Well, let me do it. Yeah, let me do it again. A new picture because Taylor's here now. Everybody, smile. Okay.
Okay.
Taylor, he's trying to hide his OnlyFans from us.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody, so I posted a video today and somebody's like spamming it, talking about my OnlyFans channel. I don't have an OnlyFans though. Yeah.
That's
And
ridiculous.
like they're getting everybody all wound up in there, and I keep having to delete that comment because everybody's freaking out.
Ugh. People, I think, should realize by now that you're not going to have an OnlyFans, and you probably never, ever, ever will.
Well,
So they need to
I
like.
don't say ever will. I'd take the money.
No.
Girl, it's nice.
Okay, if it
I'm
ever
not
does
moral-
happen, it's in the future.
No.
It hasn't happened yet.
I'm not morally opposed to having an OnlyFans. I just have a husband who that would not be good for his job.
Yeah.
Over on Colton's channel. Picture.
I gotta put this on my Tweeter.
Your tweeters. What up, tweeter? Oh my gosh, Zach, I'm saving that photo that you took.
I think go for it. I'll send it directly to you if you want. Oh wait, no, you can save it. I guess.
Okay, I can save it. Yeah, I'm like I can just hold and save. So no, that face that you made. See, I think I was looking at the camera, so I didn't see your face, and I was like, oh.
So I'm gonna try to stay on, but we're having a storm right now, so I don't know if like our
Oh, no, we're having a storm too.
Yeah. our
So
live-
like my shop almost flooded today.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yikes. It's
I know.
like it's raining here, but I don't know. I don't know that it's gonna be bad.
No. I'd say the majority of our rain is done for now, but it'll be coming back sometime later tonight.
The world is ending.
The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Basically.
So, okay. So, Zach, you don't know Absolutely Blake. Taylor, have you heard of the YouTuber Absolutely Blake?
I know of him. I don't know if we've ever interacted,
Okay.
but I know of
I
him.
say he's coming on tonight's stream. So,
When is he supposed to be on?
well, so his Uber Eats just got there like 10 minutes ago, so he's eating really quickly, and then he's gonna tune in.
Shove it. I've seen him on Twitter among mutuals before. I don't think I follow him,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Yes, my face is so red. I've been sitting here doing this. This is what I do when I'm drunk. I sit here and I rub the shit out of my pores.
Well, you know what?
I've been out in the sun, so my face is red, and then I have my lights on, and I just realized I look really red.
See, I don't look red or tan or anything, but I am really tan.
Because
So,
you're
like, I have my
tan.
ring light on, but I've been
Okay.
tanning every damn day, and I'm pretty
Really?
tan right now. It's just like not.
I mean, hold yourself up to the camera. You're a lot tanner than I am. Like,
I mean, but I look super pale. I think.
So I'm getting a little bit more tan. You can see a little bit of a tan line from like here to there, but
y'all are cute. I don't, what's vitamin D? I ain't seen that in a while. I don't go outside.
Why don't you go outside? You gotta go outside.
I don't really
I'm
matter.
surprised you're drinking. I was gonna go completely sober tonight because I thought
who, me?
I'm always the drunk idiot, always.
Wait,
No,
you were
okay,
surprised I'm
drunk
drinking?
idiot. Before I left for Colorado, I went and bought a case of beer just in case. And then I went back and you're like, hey, that's true. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is too funny. Wait, were you surprised that I'm drinking or Taylor's drinking?
I'm not surprised you're drinking.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Let me try to pull this
No,
video.
so my bar reopened this week, and so I've been up there since 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So my bar is supposed to open up officially on the 18th, but we kind of pretty much opened back up to normal because we're a tasting bar. So, and tasting rooms are considered a non-essential retail. So that opened up like a week ago. And then I talked to the mayor and I was like, hey, can I just sell like things by the glass? And she's like, yeah, we don't care. So we've been selling things to go. Ronnie asks, Ronnie, yes, I am supposed to still go skydiving tomorrow. I'm waiting. I have to show up tomorrow whether I get to dive or I don't get to dive because I'm the first flight out or the first diving. And so they're not open for me to be able to call them and say, hey, should I come out or not come out? And so I have to show up and then, but they'll let me take the pre-rec class that I need to take anyways. So that way next time when I actually get to jump, I'll get to skip it. So
Get the Rona in the mouth.
Where are you going at?
a place called Skydive Houston.
Okay.
Or
Got over Houston. You're gonna land in the wrong spot, buddy.
no, we're going out of Roche Aaron. So that'd be really cool to skydive off of one of the skyscrapers, like get to the top and oh dude, that'd be so much fun.
I've always wanted to go free jumping. Is that what you call it? Where you jump just with it's like a random parachute, right? And you just jump from like skyscrapers.
I don't think it's a random parachute. I hope it is a very specific parachute for that specific jump.
Just a bed sheet.
To what?
Just a bed sheet.
Just a bed sheet. Grabs it with your hands. All right, let's go, y'all. Oh my goodness, that's funny.
Yeah. How many people are in here?
What's up, Mike? We got like 32 people on right now.
Okay.
So not that much.
Good. That's a good bit of people. That's a good bit of people to fill a room.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely could. What's up,
Everybody,
Jonathan?
while
What's
you're
up,
here,
Mike?
make sure you're subscribing to Colton's channel.
Oh, you don't have to,
You're
but if you
supposed
want
to be
to,
saying
I don't
that,
mind.
your channel.
Do what? Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Yeah.
That's right. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, my podcast, my Instagram, my Facebook, my Twitter, my TikTok, my email list. Put all the plugs in.
And the OnlyFans, everybody, and the OnlyFans.
Specific.
Oh yeah, you can't forget that one. That one's way too fun.
Oh, all my friends have been talking about how they've been getting unemployment and they've been asking me why I didn't apply for unemployment. I'm like, I won't qualify. I'm like, you guys don't understand. Like,
Why
But
are they
actually,
qualifying?
so technically you would still though. You would. So Taylor, actually, you would qualify because they're they're literally handing it out to almost everybody. It's
So-
smart not to apply for it though, because if you don't have to, because it can look bad as far as taxes go in the near future. So
and also like compared to my OnlyFans, my bar income would have been like a minuscule side income. Like the numbers don't line up. So like,
okay, Mr. Richie Rich, that OnlyFans money coming in.
but I still want my PPE check from my job that's supposed to be coming in sometime in the next week or two. And I am
That's good.
so excited for the free money. But yes, I don't know. And that's like my bars reopen. They're like, does anybody like, do you guys want to keep like working? Like who wants to work? And I'm on the fence of whether I want to go back to work or not. Because I miss it, but I'm like, I could move in 2 months if I wanted to, or
Yeah.
I could for another year. And
So what? Yeah. So what's the deal with that? Like, when's your lease up? July.
my lease ends at the end of July. And so I have till the end of July to figure out where, who, what, when, why, and how I'm going to exist
Yeah.
in the near future. And
Oh my goodness.
it's got me pretty stressed. I'm pretty
I bet.
mad. So lots of decisions that I've got to make, and it's not fun at this moment. But right now I'm just drinking and forgetting about it. So
Oh man. No, that's one of those things like I have to work with clients on a lot of the times when they're making like business decisions. And it's like it's not an easy thing for people to do to make decisions, especially like big decisions. Ugh. So
and I think my main problem is like my bar income was supposed to be like my moving money, and I don't have 2.5 months. Like our big booming concert season got taken away from us. So I don't have 2.5 months worth of income to move with. I have what I had before. And
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's financially possible for me to go anywhere at this point, which is sad.
Gotcha.
But oh, Quail.
I got a new subscriber.
Did
No,
everybody
this is like
still-
so sad at how like low my subscriber count is on my YouTube channel. Like I think I have 100 subscribers. No, not even 100.
How active?
Like 95. What'd you say?
How active are you on there? Like how active?
Not active. I go live on my Facebook way more often than I post
You have
YouTube videos.
4 videos. Come
I
on,
know.
you
I
gotta
told
do
you.
more than that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's kind of sad, but I mean it's also kind of cool that I have almost 100 and I don't
Oh
post
no,
anything.
that's
on
really
live
good.
streams.
I'm just saying, like, I don't post like hardly at all now, but I've got over a good bit of videos on.
You have almost 300,000 followers.
No,
No
good.
big deal.
You're posting more because I bet you'd get more if you were posting more. Do you have any videos on like private that you just took off or what?
Yeah, I probably have like 30 videos in private. But well, okay, no. The reason being is so the coaching courses that I have hosted on other sites, I have to post to YouTube and have them unlisted. So I have all my courses on my YouTube channel, and which was the main reason that I got it, so that way I could host them elsewhere.
Yeah. Do you have your I don't even know what it's called, like 2-step authentication or whatever. Like all of that, like hyped up security on YouTube. Because like that. Did you watch that video that came out a couple months ago? And any of you in the chat, did y'all watch it too? About the chick who her channel, it was like, I don't know how many subscribers, but she had a lot. And somebody like her channel was auctioned off on the dark web. And then a hacker got it, and yeah, she lost her channel. She got locked out of it. They deleted all of her videos and everything. And she spent like 3 months going back and forth with YouTube because they couldn't get her channel back for her.
Jeez, no, I didn't see that, but
Yeah,
I will set
saw
up
that.
2-step
I, like,
authentication.
ramped up all my security.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. Lauren's in there. What's up, Lauren?
I don't see Lauren. Oh, there she is.
She's in the
Love
chat.
Lauren.
She's half the chat. What do you mean you don't see Lauren?
They're
She
coming
says,
in-
"Hello, lovely
they're
people. My
coming in
family
late.
is drunk. How you doing?" I told her if she wanted to join in tonight, she could.
Did she not want to? Is she being lame?
Oh,
Do what?
Is she being lame? Does she not want to?
No, she's celebrating her because she graduated. So everybody in the chat, say congratulations to Lauren.
Yeah, she has.
Graduated. So she's celebrating with family tonight.
She's got a graduation cap that she made herself, and she's been wearing it.
Did you see her sunburn?
Yes. I just don't, white people, man, y'all all sunburned.
Oh, that's funny.
Where am I? What am I doing? Okay.
The life.
One down. I should be catching up.
I don't think so.
Catch up, y'all. Catch up.
I'm not trying to get shit faced, but I want to get at least tipsy.
Oh no, I won't get shit faced.
Because I still
I'd
got
have to drink this entire thing to get shit faced.
Okay. Zach doesn't see. I'll check. I do now. I do. I had to scroll down. I was still like up there.
There it is.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jonathan said,
I always think Jonathan's name is Jonathan Dildo. I have to read it. I'm sorry. It's Dilio.
You're
oh
awful,
man, that's so messed up, but that's funny.
I
guys.
mean, at a glance, you got, it looks a little like it.
Yeah, but apparently Tater Tot's watching too, so.
Oh, really? I love that dog.
Mhm. It's his puppy. Jonathan, did y'all ever open up that second bottle of wine? So they ordered wine for me several weeks ago. Jonathan, that's me built for pleasure.
Oh my god.
Perfect. I like a sense of humor.
That's great. So how is everybody's significant others, as Joey puts it?
Everybody's fine. Alistair's sleeping right now.
Oh,
So he's not going to be on here.
does he have to be up early tomorrow?
No, tomorrow's Saturday.
Oh, nice.
He has a 5-day work week. So he's just sleeping because it's been a long week for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he usually takes a nap after work, and we tried to go to TJ Maxx today, but they closed at 7.
Oof.
7. That's such a whack time. 7. It's not late. It's not early. It's just in the middle. Like, why would
Well,
you
it's just because of everything, I think.
go like
there's
7?
Yeah, there was a lady out there, and it was like 10 minutes before 7. So I was like, because we just wanted to get because the dogs have ripped to shreds all of their fucking toys. They have no more toys, and we need to get them some more because they're driving me crazy. But yeah, it was close. So, and I buy toys on the cheap. So TJ Maxx, not PetSmart.
That's fair. I have to buy like the expensive like upgrade because if I don't like buy the expensive toys, like in a day he swallows them whole. Doesn't matter. So I have to go out and find like the toughness rating level 10 because
Oh my
his
gosh.
scissors. He'll sit there and he'll gnaw the fabric off and unwind and unweave, and I'm like, you psychopath.
You got to teach them to put it back together too. Make it a hobby.
Now, my brother's about to get a new dog. He's about to get a German Shepherd Bridge mix, something like that. So we're about to have a brand new puppy in the house. That dog.
Y'all are living together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say right now because I'm moving into a house here in the next probably year. So when my lease was up for my apartment complex, I moved back in with my parents. That way I could save money. That, and then I just bought a bar, so I'm never here. I'm always there. So, or at my office.
Well, Colton, you're host master. What are we talking about? What is the cool gossip?
I would say I was just reading chats. No, I don't. No. Okay, so I've got some friends that are freaking. I hate that I have to play the therapist in some of my friend groups, and I'm just like, y'all, I'm the youngest one in this group. I should not have to be mediating all of your drama and your grown ass people coming together to solve a conflict. This is not be happening.
When I was a kid with my friend group, like 8, 9, 10. I used to get whenever our friend group used to like argue with each other, I'd gather everybody together. We'd have feelings time, and I'd make everybody talk about their feelings.
I feel like you're Lucy with your little therapist stand.
I had a bench for everybody to sit on. I would stand in front of everybody, and it was like Mean Girls.
Like a
I think
preacher
I probably
session.
did it because I watched Mean Girls, because I think that was about the same time. So I'd make everybody sit on our bench, and I would just go down the line, and everybody had to say while they're mad at each other.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
I know. I still do that on my live streams.
On your live streams, make everybody go down the line. How are you feeling today?
Tell me why you're mad.
Should we take a tally? Everybody check in. How are you mentally feeling today?
We're going down the chat, everybody. I expect an answer from every single person.
Okay, yeah. No, so Randy says, does he need a tank top to join
Randy
this live
Phillips
stream?
in here, the Randy Phillips. Are you surprised, Randy Phillips? That one. Yes, you do. Actually.
Yeah. And then Williams.
Are y'all wearing tank tops? I'm changing my fucking clothes. This is such bullshit.
Hey, y'all two are matching. Y'all both have black tank tops on. So
I was wearing a black t-shirt, and then I was going to the bar, and I was like, it's too hot for this. So I put on the tank top because it's hot. And now we're here, and I can't be naked on stream.
I was just trying to look sexy.
Oh, now you're just ahead. You look
no,
short.
if I want to look sexy, I just do this.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Doesn't work often.
I love Randy. Randy's awesome. He did a video for me a little while ago where he talked about his updated life from when he was on YouTube versus. Did you watch him when he was on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
Neither of you did, really? It was like back when like Don't Ask. He was in the military, and it was back.
Wait,
back
no,
when,
no,
like,
no, no,
Oh
wait.
wait, this is okay. This is the guy that you did that video about.
yes, the Don't Ask No
Yeah.
one. He came out like, or he'd like been doing a YouTube channel where he only filmed like from his neck down.
Yeah.
And then when Don't Ask Don't Tell was repealed, he like filmed his face for the first time, and he called his dad and came out to his dad, and it was pretty
I saw
incredible.
that.
And then he like stopped YouTube for a while. And I like tracked him down. I don't even know like how I definitely like looked him up, but I don't remember how I found him. And then he was cool enough to do a little interview with me.
That's awesome. Well, Randy, if you want in on this live stream, you are more than welcome to.
You're
Reach
welcome
out to Zach. He's
for
got
sure.
the
We're just fucking.
Yeah.
well, I don't know. I don't think we're doing that.
Girl, it's only 8. You just wait.
Somebody's from San Diego. That's kind of cool.
Who? Randy?
No, Alex.
Oh, okay. Alex Zor, Connor.
Let's say I haven't seen
Notice-
Randy in the chat since he said, "Do I need a tank top to watch?"
Yeah, he probably dipped out. He's not one of those people who likes to be talked about, or he doesn't seem like it.
That's okay.
Yeah,
there.
he's not like
He said,
there he
"I
is.
quit
He said
technology."
I quit technology.
Yeah,
There you go.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't blame him, honestly.
What was that?
Like after, like if I were to quit YouTube, I feel like if I were to quit YouTube, I would quit everything. Like I'd quit Instagram, Twitter,
Yep.
Facebook. I would delete everything and just back the fuck away. So that way, if I ever did like make anything else, that way it like I love my YouTube community, but if I quit, I would not want them to be, a continuation of my life. You know what I mean? I would want a fresh start. I want it to
Yeah.
be like a personal social media, not a public presence.
Yeah.
So like I get it. Like
Say if I stopped doing what I'm doing, yeah, no, it would be the exact same thing. I'd probably delete all of my social media and like never get on it whatsoever.
I mean
I
that's
just don't know what to like. So I know what to like. Twitter's fun for me. I like posting on Twitter. I think
That's why I have, like,
everybody's super funny on Twitter, but like Instagram, I never know what to post. So it's like all just random shit. And I like posting my dogs, but I do that, I guess, sometimes.
No, okay. So Zach, do you want to know the only reason I got on Twitter?
What was it?
It's because y'all were on Twitter. I was like, oh, okay, well, they're all on Twitter and they're not on anything else. So if I want to get updates, I need to go to Twitter.
I feel because
And
Twitter,
then
like,
here we are, like 3 years later, and I'm like, we're doing YouTube live streams with them. Cheers.
There you go.
I feel like when I post on Twitter, I'm not worried about likes or retweets or replies. Like I don't care. But when I post on Instagram, something doesn't get like over 1,000 likes, I'm like, well, fuck, I suck. Like,
Yeah.
Do
I'm
people actually look for likes and retweets and all that on Twitter though? I feel like a lot of people don't do that. I see people
They
retweet
don't.
that's
all
what
the
I'm saying.
time.
Like some people do, but like that's why I like Twitter is I don't look for those things. Like it just
Yeah.
it doesn't even like I'm just like I'm gonna tweet whatever fucked up thing pops into my whack ass little mind, and it's just gonna be like that. And that's what I like about Twitter is I mean you do have like the people who are trying to be Twitter famous or whatever and are focused on getting likes and retweets, but it's I don't know.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. I think Twitter is one of those things that as far as algorithm goes, I mean, unless you're on it for business, you really don't care. Like it doesn't play a big part. So, but everything else algorithm wise, like Facebook's got a really complicated algorithm, Instagram's got a complicated algorithm. And if you're trying to like make a business off of those two, then that's like the only real time you should ever really care about that stuff.
Well, I will say this about like social media. So I don't feel like I'm interesting enough to be all over it, but I do like it because it does like connect you with those people that like, I don't know, like I feel like when I was a kid, all these like people I looked up to. So like Sarah Michelle Gellar from Buffy or, other people like I used to watch on TV and stuff. We have so much access to these people now where like, yes, it's a bad thing, but also it's a good thing. And like there's a ton of people like just for instance, YouTube, like YouTubers I used to watch when I was in high school who they like stopped YouTube for whatever reason. I've connected with most of those guys by this point, and it's just really cool. Because I don't know. I don't know if I would have ever thought of these guys again without having seen these people on social media and then getting to talk to them and like, I don't know.
No, I'm definitely thankful for social media. So, especially like with my busy schedule, social media has allowed me to actually meet other, I mean, even like going down to the gay community, like social media has been the only reason I've really ever met anybody that's in the gay community.
Mm.
Or like met and actually made friends with.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting places.
Taylor. Taylor, are you still doing a whole bunch of yoga?
No, I actually, it's crazy because I haven't even, it's really sad to say, I haven't even practiced yoga since last September,
Wow.
which is really crazy. Or I guess like, and a yogi mindset, like yoga is not just like physically doing like the poses and the stuff. It's a lot of other stuff. So I haven't done a physical practice since like last September. I haven't taught a class since last September. It's been really weird for me. It's been a really strange time. I just haven't, I guess, not that I haven't wanted to, I just haven't had the right mindset to or something. I don't know. But I'm hoping that if I do move in July, that that's something that I find a new studio, I find a new group of teachers that I vibe with, and I keep teaching and whatnot. Because I mean, I am certified, and that stays forever. So
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't really. I'm so it sounds I'm so tight right now. Like my muscles are so freaking tense. It's really bad. Like I don't think I could touch my toes if I tried to right now. Like,
Okay, I couldn't either.
I don't know. And quarantine has been bad because like all I want to do is sleep. Like I'm like, I don't have to get up, I don't have to go to work, I don't have to go see anybody. I'm like, I'm just gonna lay in bed and play video games and not move for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours, 3 days, 5, 7 weeks later. Here we are. And I still just want to sit in bed and play video games.
Zach, you normally work from home, don't you?
Yes, half and half.
So you're used
I do a lot of traveling, like before this whole COVID thing. Like when moving to Alabama was such a bad idea because I remember I was traveling. I was driving like 12
You were driving back to Texas every other weekend.
It was pretty much like every month, and like yeah, it's just good that I don't really have to do that now. But still, I'd rather be doing that than just sitting in the house because I really enjoy long drives because it's time to think. I drive half of that drive without even having like the radio on or music playing or anything like that. Like I just get in my own head so much and start thinking of a bunch of stuff that I don't even realize like nothing else is really on. And now I can't even like be in my own head and I feel like I need something like entertainment all the time, like some sort of something. Because I do feel like I'm going crazy. But no, yeah. So it wasn't like a huge culture shock for me because I do a lot of work from home anyway. But you know,
still an adjustment for sure.
I mean, it is for everybody. But here's the thing: is like I hate complaining about it because I really don't have it bad at all. I really don't. Like there's I'm not a nurse who's in a COVID unit. I don't know. It could be a lot worse. So I'm not gonna bitch about it. Trying not to bitch about it. What about all y'all in the chat? What do you guys think about the whole COVID? Do y'all think that it's a hoax? Because I think that's a big thing going around right now, isn't it? That people are saying it's a hoax.
Since all state governments are really like laxing and saying like go back to normal life, everyone's like it was a hoax, it wasn't real, like da. And like I know for me, like in my hometown of Aberdeen, like I know 7 people that got it, 2 of which died. Like it's not a fake thing. Like people really did get it, and it is killing people just because you don't personally know somebody that had it. Like other people do, and it is someone else's husband, somebody else's wife, daughter, grandchild, grandmother. Like it's their relatives.
So what do you think? What do you think our restrictions should be, if any?
That's what I don't know. I'm not, thank God I'm not in government because I don't really know what I would do. Other countries have seen, like, the thing is, like, other countries have seen declines and then reopen things. We haven't seen a decline. We've only seen multitudes and multiplications of deaths and infections, and it's not going down. And we're reopening just to I mean, what? Like they're saying like there's like a spike in cases among the protesters who are protesting to be able to reopen the economy. And
Are they saying that? Because I haven't seen that.
that's what I've seen.
Mm-mm. I don't know.
Absolutely, Blake. He's in the
Um,
Blake, you're in there, dude. You need to hurry up and join the freaking live stream.
what are you thinking?
the death.
So for me personally, the whole point of a quarantine, right, is to get the result that we just got. Everybody's thinking it's a hoax. Why? Because there weren't the massive amount of deaths and infections that everybody thought that there were going to be. Why? Because we had the quarantine, we stayed at home. Like that's the whole point of a successful quarantine, is that it looks like it was for absolutely nothing. Definitely believe that is real, but I definitely think that the social media and the news are blowing up the fear factor of the COVID-19 and not the hope factor of it, right? Like if we look at the numbers of the totally infected people all over the world, the number of deaths, all of that, it still doesn't even equate to the number of people that are dying from obesity, the number of people that are dying from cancer, the number of people that are dying from so many other things. But everybody's freaking out about COVID-19 because there's not a, it's just more, I guess people consider it more random. And I definitely think it's something that's serious and that we need to take very serious. You know, my Spanish teacher from high school passed away because of COVID-19, right? He went to the hospital 3 days later, he's passed out. But he also had stage 2 diabetes. And if he would have caught in a bad case of the cold, he would have been the exact same type of situation.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that I think we responded the way that we needed to, and we're not seeing the numbers that were predicted at the beginning because we did the whole quarantine. But I think people are still, once again, talking way too much about the fear and the unknown versus what we actually know about it, and actually going based off of the facts, not with social media and what the news is telling.
But how are we supposed to go based off of facts and stuff if we don't really even exactly know what that is?
That's my
But we do. Social media and news
but
is
like,
just
where is a reputable source? Because you're hearing so much like contradicting information from different sources, where it's very hard to follow anything when you see, you know, just the dogs, for example, just a very small, like the bottom tier of it. Like people 1 minute said the dogs couldn't get it, and then they're like, yes, they can, and then no, they can't. And like that's, I feel like that with every single aspect of this whole COVID thing, that's the biggest issue, is that the media, the different subsections of media are all like contradicting each other. And I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore, you know?
So Blake said, first of all, yes, Blake, Zoom is fucking, to me, it's confusing. They say it's super easy, but it's confusing to me.
You just got to click a link.
Yeah, no, you have to download an app too. It's not just like boop, like Google Hangouts was. It's different. And then like he said, the quarantine was to slow the spread of it, not stop it. And he says he bets 80% of people will have had it by next year and not even know it, which I think is true. Because at the same time, like I was never tested like back in February, but I still fully believe that I had COVID-19 back in February just because of how sick and the symptoms that I had. And it's insane because at the same time I still could be a carrier and not even know. But he was right when he said that a lot of people that have died have had underlying issues, because it does complicate on top of, you know, if you've got any pre-existing condition, it attacks your immune system, and your immune system is already weak. But at the same time, like I don't know, tons of young people are healthy, and my friend's mom, she's a bodybuilder. I mean, she eats nothing but healthy. She lives, breathes, and does nothing but be health. And her mom is, you're 21. If you get COVID-19, you're gonna die. And I'm like, that's not really how it works. But you know, and so I do believe the fear factor plays into it. And I don't think that there is a reputable news source, because I mean, even our government lies to us every single fucking day. They're saying reopen the government, but Trump's still being tested every time he comes in contact with somebody. Everybody's being tested before they come in contact with the president. So they're still worried about spreading it and how dangerous it could be to someone as old as Donald Trump. But they're telling us not to worry about it and go back to life as usual to keep America's economy running. So I have many thoughts about it, but
So the thing that I always kind of go back to, there's this website called the World Meter, and it keeps track of all of the reported cases of coronavirus, deaths, recovered, active cases. And if you look at the active cases, there's about 2.5 million people worldwide that currently have the coronavirus. 2% of them, huh?
But no. There's
No. Yes. No, correct. No. I'm sure there's probably like 10 times that amount that have had it or currently have it and just have no idea. But only 2% of them are actually serious or critical, and 98% of them are in mild condition. And so, like, that's just not being reported by the news stations, which is what annoys me. Because they're going to talk about, oh, there's 45,000 people that are in current critical care with the coronavirus worldwide. Like, okay, like that's 2% of the amount of people that have actually contracted this. And if we look at even the amount of deaths that have happened, which worldwide there have been 308,000 deaths worldwide, and there's been about 2 million people that have recovered out of the closed cases. And so it's just one of those things. It's like, why isn't that being reported? Why is it, oh, hundreds of thousands of people are dying and thousands of people are dying? And
Well, I think that's an easy answer. If all of that is like 100% true, like, because I don't know, and I don't want to put any misinformation out there. I don't want to say what's true, not true, but if that's still all true, of course that's the stuff that's gonna be reported. It's because it's sensationalist news. Like, nobody's trying to report, boring stuff. Come on,
I mean,
it's just like YouTube.
right
You got clickbait titles and all that.
They're all still worried about ratings even now. Like, they don't give a shit about reporting truth or facts or anything. As soon as you hear,
they want views.
They're putting it online, and they want to use the biggest, boldest, most impactful, and scariest headline to get people to click it and watch it. That way they get the money that comes along with it. That's all. I mean,
so does anybody, and I'm asking the chat, you two also, like, if any of you know it, but I'm asking the chat mostly, does anybody know what it, like, because I didn't keep up with Italy, but I remember hearing about Italy for like a solid 2 weeks straight, and then like I haven't heard anything about that since. So because is Italy like, are they recovering now because we're not hearing about them? Because I feel if they were in much worse shape,
they're they all literally gone.
It's like, so they are still in recovery and they are slowly opening back up. They're not to that point yet, but it's mainly because like their populations are so condensed in the cities that, I mean, it's just people and people and people and people. So they went and were like, nope, we're closing down the entire country essentially. And everybody has been in lockdown for a really long time where they're not even really able to leave their houses. So, but that's because, I mean, their medical system and health system isn't set up to be able to handle the amount of cases that would have come in if they didn't do that.
I mean, I don't think any country in the world, like, I mean, even America, like we were running out of ventilators, running out of hospital. I mean, no one in the world was prepared for the pandemic that came with COVID. Like, no one was ready and prepared, and Italy just got hit especially hard.
Yeah. I wish, if Randy's still in here, I know you're probably not going to come on, but I wish you would, buddy, because Randy does not give a fuck what people think, and I would like to hear his opinion about it.
Well, I mean, and I have a friend of mine who works in the hospitals down here and works in the management side of the hospitals, and he said that these hospitals that are here locally saw worse numbers flu season last September than we have during the entire coronavirus. And so it's like one of those things is like, okay, even our health, well, and I don't want to speak for all people that are in the health industry, right? I'm not in it. I'm not in every single city, but like here locally, people have freaked out a lot because they thought like our health system couldn't handle it. But that's not just the case. Like, they've seen worse situations than this. Their regulations for this is apparently 1,000 times worse. But as far as capacity goes, they've seen worse. And it was
that's another bit of like, I don't know, conflicting information, because then you see like the nurses who are protesting, against the anti-protesters who are also saying, yes, this is the worst we've ever seen. So
yeah, well, and that's what I'm saying is like not every city is like that. I mean, I'm in Houston.
We're never going to know.
That's why,
Well, Blake said, my question is, what happened to World War III? Trump basically was about to start, then boom, media on COVID. And I mean, he's
These
right.
countries don't want World War III. Let's be honest. It's going to take a lot for World War III. I don't think that's something we are just on the brink of. I think it's going to take a lot of push to get to a World War III.
Well, that's because World War III would be a nuclear. It would be a full-on nuclear war. Like if it broke out to the entire world being at conflicts, like it would be nukes dropped everywhere. Most of the world would be obliterated.
And I don't think we're. I think it's a lot of dick measuring is what it is.
But at the same time, like Trump has been stoking fires and provoking and making alliances with strange countries, and breaking up communications with other countries. That it's just been very confusing during his presidency. And I think for that reason alone is a big reason that I would vote for anybody that opposed him, just because he doesn't know how to communicate with other world leaders. Blake said no one wants it, but it was insanely talked about, then a switch to COVID in a matter of 12 hours. And he's right. I remember
that's just what happens,
was like a very popular topic. I mean, especially on Twitter. Twitter, the topic changes every 10 minutes, but
10 minutes? I thought it was like every 2 seconds.
It was a popular topic of discussion, and then COVID kind of came out of nowhere, and it became the new thing, and everyone hated China, and that was just the new trope. It was to hate China and hate coronavirus and quarantine, and then that's what everything focused on has been quarantine for the last 2 months. Everyone has been so focused on not dying via COVID that they forgot about everything else. They forgot about all the other political stuff, and I do think that media is playing it up in a way, and I do think it will very much affect the elections and not in the way people think, just because of how this has been covered and how it was presented and how it's been dealt with. I don't think that COVID is entirely a political tool, but at the same time, I think it's been at least 30 to 40% a political tool versus actual news that we've been receiving.
Well, I don't disagree with it. I just like the thing is I just don't know. Like I'm so just confused.
You don't know, and that's the thing. It's all speculation.
Has anyone had an existential crisis because of quarantine? I have about all the day. I don't know if it's because of quarantine. I feel like I have those anyway.
Yeah, no, that's just me waking up.
I was like, that didn't really change because, you know, the coronavirus.
Like my lifestyle, I used to go to the movies more often than I do now, but, you know, all of my, you know, up until 4 a.m. manic moments are still there.
Fuck off. I don't know. I guess like as someone who works specifically in the service industry, it hasn't really, I think it's given me more time to think, but I guess like it stressed me out in ways, but as far as existential crisis, like it's just been like, it's more of what am I think it's given a lot of people a good chance to reflect on what they're doing with their life and that's truly what they want to be doing, whether they're at risk of dying or not. Like, I think this has been a good kind of pause from life. And like, are these the people that I really want to be spending time with? Are these the places I really want to be going? Is this the town I really want to be living in? Is this the life I want to be leading? Is this the example I want to leave behind? Like, I think those kind of things have been thought about, but I wouldn't say existential crisis.
Yeah.
All of that very much sounds like an existential.
Well, and it's funny that you mentioned the word pause, because actually in the business coaching world, like we're all calling it the great pause. So, because I mean, for entrepreneurs, for business owners, for people, I mean, really everybody around the world, it has literally been that great pause where it's just like,
I really feel extremely bad for entrepreneurs that chose 2020 as their like, this is the year I'm going to pursue my dreams and I'm going to invest everything. Because
I bought a freaking bar December 27th. I bought a bar on December 27th. And then February rolls out around, March rolls around, and it's like, oh, hey, you gotta close. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
It's putting the quote American dream, you know, the American spirit. Quick question to Blake, if he's still in the chat. Are you coming? Where you at, bud?
I know. Blake, get in here.
I like your opinions. That's why I'm reading. Where are you?
Come on, bro. You still have like an hour until you go live on your channel.
Oh no, he said Eastern time. So they're 2 hours ahead of us already, aren't they? No, they're 1 hour ahead.
1 hour.
They're 1 hour ahead. Yeah. So it's 9:48 his time.
Yes.
So he talked about going live about like
10, I think.
okay.
But that was, who knows? He might, I don't know.
Well, he's not live over there.
He just said might go he just tweeted out might go live with 3 other YouTubers in 5 minutes before my YouNow stream. Here's the link. Oh yeah.
Does he do YouNow? What's up with YouNow? Is that still a thing? Because I saw people do that.
It is for gamers.
He said, is it really? I thought, I mean,
so.
Twitch is more the gaming streaming app.
Yeah.
I know I was on YouNow for a long time because I was on Periscope and then I was on YouNow while I was YouTubing, and a lot of YouTubers just did it.
Yeah.
Or did it back in the day. And I mean,
so he's going to be joining the chat here or the video chat here in a second, so we can ask him. So YouNow, what do you do on YouNow? But I think there's like a particular reason why he's on there. So
I mean, he's probably. I figure he's got a following on there because he probably started back when it first came out, like 3, 4, 5 years ago, and was a big thing. And he said, "LOL, I'm no gamer."
Oh.
Like my brother and I, like we stream on Twitch together, and so like Twitch is where a lot
Twitch is what I was thinking about. That's
where we're at. But YouNow is more like personalities and people. It's kind of like it was live streaming before YouTube offered live streaming. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's what it's. As far as I know, I mean, I haven't had it in so long, but who knows? His little army might love it.
Well, I think you can get away more with on YouNow than you can with YouTube.
I don't know. I think it's easier to use apps like YouNow to stream, like connect with your audience, because YouTube is very fickle about giving notifications or like saying you're live, or like the algorithms that go with it, and people finding you on YouTube when you're live. You say like, "Oh, I'm live on YouNow," like it's. I feel like it's a lot more narrow because it's just streaming, and like YouTube is the vast world that is not just us talking about our lives, but how-to videos and skits and straight people and straight people and straight people.
I would say Blake Straight.
Say what?
Blake Straight.
Yikes.
Is Blake straight?
No, Blake is freaking awesome though. Y'all are gonna love Blake.
Blake is gay or straight?
Straight.
Oh really? Oh, I thought this was another gay tuber.
Nope. No, he's a straight YouTuber, but he's very LGBT friendly. Like most of his following is LGBT. So
he's not gonna come on here and call me a faggot and make me cry.
No. No, but I will. No, I was kidding.
I said somebody was gonna do it tonight.
That's me. Cheers. Bill says happy Friday, folks, or Sunday. Nice to see y'all here. Nice to see you here, Bill, as well.
Yeah, it's Friday. You don't even feel like it. Feel like Tuesday.
Girl, every day feels the fucking same. Especially now that it's summer, it's not going to end until fall. And that's if the schools go back into session. And if not, God help me, because I will never fall back into a rhythm. Ever.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like this. Like that's what I for a little while I was okay, but after 2.5 months, I'm like
no more.
I'm not going stir crazy. I'm just losing track of things, and like I feel like I've lost a quarter of this year. I mean, it's May 15th, and I'm like, I had time to figure out what I was doing with my life, and now I have to move out in 2.5 months, and I don't have time anymore. Alex said you guys need to bring Mike MGTV. Mike is fucking hilarious.
Who is Mike MGTV?
He is.
I've seen a couple of his YouTube videos.
He's a YouTuber, and he was on MTV on Lohan's Beach Club or whatever it was.
Didn't he get kicked off for showing his booty?
Yes, he got. So every week, it was like one of those game shows. Every week, someone got fired, and he got fired because a client said they wanted to go, like a super like high end client, someone from Jersey Shore or some shit, said that they wanted to go swimming but didn't have a swimsuit. So he was like, "Here, have my swimsuit," because his job was to do anything and everything that they wanted. And so he went above and beyond, and he gave them his swimsuit. And so he was butt ass naked by the pool And he got fired for showing his ass on TV.
That's my kind of people, though.
He's very funny. He's extremely funny. His Twitter is very funny, and his YouTube is very
Do you
outlandish.
know him?
I don't. Not very. I mean, I've interacted him on Twitter like once or twice, like not a whole lot. But I just followed him for a long time because I followed him back when he had like a smaller number of subscribers, and then he was on MTV, and he like hit his boom, and now he's semi YouTube. I say semi YouTube famous. But his videos are very creative and inventive and push a lot of boundaries. And
They're funny.
I'll never forget one time he did a video where he did a Bob Ross painting, but with his dick. And I thought that was the funniest shit. I thought that was
great.
the funniest shit.
But see,
Did you just go look him up?
does that stuff get monetized? Because I wouldn't care about doing shit like that. I just feel like everything gets demonetized nowadays.
It's all about how you word it in the title and in the description and in the tags. That's it. That's all they care about.
Yep.
And so as long as you can, and that's what a lot of YouTubers don't know. Like, that's why I hated when I saw this one like couple that was like crying and boo-hooing on Twitter about how they were done for because YouTube was their life and they couldn't get anything monetized. And it's like, if you will just step back with the provocative title and the provocative thumbnail, you're fine.
Yeah.
So then what do you post? So then if he's doing a dick painting with his penis and Bob Ross,
let me
how does he do that?
Mike MGTV Bob Ross.
Okay.
I mean,
How we're looking all this stuff. We need to tag him. You're like, Mike, you are the topic of our YouTube live tonight.
Following a Bob Ross painting tutorial using only my dick. Like, how do I put? See, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
I mean, that probably did
wonder
not
if
stay
that's-
monetized.
Does everybody go like give that video a quick look and tell me if it's got ads on it? Because I have free YouTube. So I don't know.
Oh, you pay for bread?
I did it. So I did the free trial and that shit
It has ads.
is really fucking nice. It is really nice to have. And so I've just never gone back.
Well, I guess for someone that like you like to sit down and just have it playing constantly though, don't you? Like
I
you
have
like
so like when I go to sleep, I have YouTube videos playing.
Exactly.
When I
Wow.
I listen to true crime like all the fucking time.
I think this is funny. The ad that showed up was the Manscaped video with their lawnmower 3.0.
Dude, that's been showing up on like every single
like,
thing that I'm
every
watching
video, the perfect
everywhere.
ad.
It's driving me nuts.
Say what?
I said that ad has been showing up everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. And I'm like, I have never clicked on it. I have never stayed looking at it.
I have the 2.0 is phenomenal. I love that thing. It is so great. It is fantastic. If I didn't have the 2.0, I'd buy the 3.0, but I don't need the 3.0 because I have the 2.0.
Yeah, you have 2.0. You don't need it.
But if
Hey, there's Blake. There he is.
I have a question.
There he is. He is joining in. What is up? Never clicked on it. I have never stayed looking at it.
Oh, we can.
Wait, I gotta be right back. I don't know how to. It's not gonna echo for you guys, is it? Because I've got you coming through my computer.
No, you're good.
See, I don't think it. Do you have YouTube up still on your computer?
YouTube video.
Yeah. Is that
So
what's
just mute. No, just mute the YouTube video.
Or what?
So, because then you can see all the comments. And if you don't want to look at the comments, I've got all the comments right here, and so I read through them. And when
I
things
got them
pop up,
both up.
You can put them in.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta clean this up then.
yeah.
Or
All right, Blake, you got to introduce yourself for everybody.
Okay, I'm Blake. I post some edgy shit on YouTube. Perfect time to come in because most of my videos are demonetized, but I make most of my money through sponsorships. So fuck it.
that's what I was going to ask you. Like, so are there specific things that will get you demonetized other than just like the basic?
Lately, I've noticed that if I post an edgy video that's supposed to be demonetized, if I put in the very first line of the description, this video is censored per YouTube's guidelines, it'll stay monetized. Because the first thing they look at is the description, the title, and the thumbnail, right? So I make it a non-provocative thumbnail. Then in the description, if they see that first thing, they'll know that the rest of the video is going to be blurred or whatever. Like I just did a video, naked pendulum challenge. The word naked's in the title. I'm naked in the thumbnail, but my penis is covered, and then it's monetized.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, there's always ways around it.
Yeah, like I said, like you just have to be smart about it. And it's not cheating YouTube, but cheating YouTube and its fucking whack ass algorithms.
I don't know. I cloned my penis on YouTube and I showed it, and that was before all of this, and it was monetized all the way up to over 1 million or whatever it's at.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah, making that
Now
money.
it's monetized.
There you go. Where are you from? You have an accent.
I'm from Canada.
Canada. Okay. Are you really? Oh, I thought you were American.
No.
I
Canadian.
thought you were just Midwest.
No, I'm from Ontario, but I've moved. Like I've lived everywhere. I've lived in Australia. I lived in Sweden for a couple months. London,
Very cool.
Vancouver,
What's your favorite place that you've lived?
Vancouver, Whistler, which is in British Columbia.
Out of like Australia?
That's where you. Hey,
Everything
that's where you
say.
worked at that ski resort, right?
Yeah, it was just a party every day.
Yeah. You just did a story time on that, didn't you?
It was part of it. Yeah, that was one of my first couple months working there. Yeah, it was the swingers party I ended up at.
Say if y'all have not watched that or subscribed to his YouTube channel, y'all better go do that right now.
Are they like? Are
Do
they,
that
are they
afterwards.
all like story times?
Story times. I mean, I've got another cloning video coming out tomorrow. Challenges.
Okay.
random stuff.
What you posted on your
Oh,
Instagram
okay,
story.
I know what you're talking about. I'm sorry.
You know what's up. I work pretty quickly the day before.
That's what I guess I was kind of curious because I know what like a lot of like gay YouTubers, like as far as content wise, like not to say that there's a blueprint, but there's pretty much a blueprint for what gay YouTubers make. Like you make a coming out video, you make videos about like story times of like, this is what it was like when I was in the closet. But what if people like what do you just have to get creative and inventive on your own, or like do you kind of have an idea? Or do you
Okay, before you answer that, Blake, I love how this is turning into, let's ask the straight, how does he do YouTube?
like I'm curious how like a straight person is successful on YouTube. Like I just don't like I did something that
No,
I
this is great.
I have to say most of my successfulness is from the LGBTQ community, to be honest with you. I'd say at least 75% of my following is a part of that. And I mean, I try and support as much as I can, but as well as putting my girlfriend in some videos, which don't do so well. But I mean, for me, it's like I just posted a story time randomly about my first time having sex, my first story time ever. And it's my most popular video right now. And I just kept doing it. And I saw growth and I was like, okay, people like story times. So I just pick a topic and I try and think of everything that led up to that moment. And I talk about that. And then obviously you want to have some sort of like catch at the end or something.
okay.
Gotta have that hook. That's so funny. How's your girlfriend doing?
She's
I'll
doing
just-
she
I gotta go pee. I'll be back. Y'all have fun. Bye,
Breaking
girl.
the seal already.
Throw up. He drove.
You're breaking the seal.
I've been at this for a while.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so no, I'm looking through your channel right now. So it's very sex heavy. It is very sex heavy. So none of this shit is demonetized, right? Like most of it is like you just said, like demonetized.
My
So
video.
when did that happen? Because you must have started. So when your first one, hold on, I'm looking at it. Your first one came out 5 years ago.
Oh yeah, I stopped YouTube for a long time.
Oh, did you? Okay, so when did you really start? It
17.
says 2 years ago. Okay, is that pretty accurate? So about 2 years ago, still though, that like the demonetization stuff wasn't as extreme as it is now.
No, I
So
was
when
monetized
did that hit for you? That like
April last year, so 2019 April. My whole channel got demonetized for posting a challenge video of me eating a banana and drinking 2 Sprites. I was like, of all videos, this is what demonetized my.
And it's always something fucking stupid. It's always something.
I got it reversed though.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody in the comments are
Obviously,
commenting
the
on
most
y'all's
popular
accents.
videos are all demonetized. Like if you look at like this is my top watch videos. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all yellow, 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 yellow.
So how much do you mind saying how much you've made on one specific video? Like
I
the
mean,
most?
it varies. I think business videos do the best. I posted a video about how much I make on YouTube. It got 20,000 views and I made $100. Where
There you go.
I'll make a different video that gets 20,000 views and make $10. I mean, it varies on topic for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't focus on ad revenue at all. Like my ad revenue, it doesn't even pay for like.
It's exactly. So my ad revenue really just does, and I don't post. I like hardly post at all anymore. But it's enough to do my truck payment, and so that's what does that, and then I get sponsorships, which that's where the real money comes in. So I feel like just like 1 or 2 sponsorships a month usually make up for like all the fucking money I feel like I should fucking have from YouTube. You know, you bring YouTube so many views and you're getting paid jack shit.
Well, it all depends on what ad plays too, right? So like, so the reason why business ones do so well is because people who are running businessy things are paying $14.
Yeah. Well, they have that. So they have that new thing now that I didn't know they fucking had, because I just posted my first video in forever. And now they have something where you go through and like you
have to like, yeah, there's so many settings you have to like, this is not made for kids. This doesn't have explicit language. This used to, it was just, you just posted shit. Like now you gotta like explicitly say what is wrong with your video.
Yeah. So with all of that stuff, all of that new stuff, does that make it worse or better for you? Because you're technically supposed to be setting your own, like, I guess, ad appropriateness. What would you call that? What would be like another way of saying that?
Kind of like your own rating.
Like, yeah, you're giving yourself your own rating.
It's kind of good though, because they're saying that once they trust you, like you put in like, I don't know, 30 videos or whatever, then they'll go off your thing. So like for me, when I posted a fan fiction or something, I already demonetized it myself. I didn't even try and put ads on it because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, those can be monetized.
So I like this because now I'll post. I mean, even the story time I posted, I followed their guidelines where it would still be monetized, but then I ended up getting a mark a couple hours later. I didn't even review it because I don't even want to waste their time, but I mean, it's whatever. A couple cents more if I get monetized on that video.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, have you so OnlyFans is, do most people only post nudes on there? Because I feel like OnlyFans should be something where even Patreon, Patreon too. I don't know like how Patreon is with like explicit content. Is there a rule on that?
Patreon isn't really so much explicit content because it is mostly it's YouTubers and it's other artists. So it's a lot of comic books. It's a lot of like people who draw like comics or like do art. And that's what Patreon is. OnlyFans originally started as for like bodybuilders in the fitness world. As far as I know, like that's what it was heavily until like the last year or two, it really became porn heavy. But back in the day, it wasn't so much. It was about workouts. It was about like healthy lifestyles. It was like for nutritionists. It was like people like that. And that's kind of what OnlyFans was. And it rebranded to be more geared towards the porn industry because that's what's a lot more successful. And honestly, I think it's more beneficial to porn stars to be on something like OnlyFans or fans only, just because they make so much more money.
So, but explicit content can go up on Patreon, correct?
I think so. I never tried to put explicit content on my Patreon. I kept it clean. But I don't know. I think probably maybe so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're drawing like furry art, probably. I mean, I'm sure.
maybe a little.
Oh man. Okay, people in the group chat are saying, are we doing a Q&A style live?
Go for it.
Yeah, that's whatever. We're here.
And then Blake, you you have some fans in the comment section. They're like, oh, we love Blake's videos. We watch all of his videos.
Yeah, I recognize Franco for sure.
Got some pretty good stories. So do what?
I recognize Franco. I know a couple people's names in here. I do live streaming every Friday and Saturday on YouNow. So I mean,
oh, that's awesome.
I get used.
Okay. So I think that was the question we were going to initially ask you when you first came on. YouNow. Why do you use YouNow versus like other streaming platforms?
It's just like somebody said. I think it was. I don't know everyone's name. Taylor. It's because I was on there in 2014 when everyone was doing it, and I quit. And because my YouTube channel blew up, they asked me. They said, "Hey, do you want to come on and be partnered?" And I went, and it just blew up instantly. So I was like, "All right." So and they do the widescreen. A lot of people are streaming on those portrait mode shit. I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Well, so Taylor, Zach, y'all need to introduce yourselves for Blake.
I checked out their channels before I came on.
Do what?
Well, then I don't have to introduce myself.
I saw you haven't posted in like a month, except for I saw your intro video to your channel, which is 2 years old.
Is that who, me?
Call him out, Blake. Call him out.
What does my channel even look like? Hold on.
But yours was you haven't posted in a month, but neither have I. I just posted last Thursday, which is why I also found out the quiz thing you gotta do for monetization.
Yeah, it's whack. It's weird.
Well, here's the thing about me though is I feel like I've pigeonholed myself into the type of content that I make, and so when you're making so much of the
Much
same
about
thing
your video.
over and over and over, it just you don't really want to do it anymore. And I don't know. I just don't really feel like doing it all that much.
I need to do one in general because I haven't ever done one.
Well, okay. Let's talk
Do you
about
put video?
people who haven't posted all that often. Colton,
I know.
9 months ago, right? 4 videos total on your channel.
I know. I don't use YouTube all that much.
But
Instagram's way
100%, when I started
what?
going consistent, 100% when I was consistent is when I blew up the most. I was going up by 1,000 subscribers a day when I was posting every Thursday and Saturday at 11 a.m. It was
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. So I think because of the business that I'm in, Facebook has always been where my audience was. It was always where my clients were. So I always just stayed with Facebook because I had everything that I needed. And then I just recently really got serious about Instagram, and that's been blowing up good amount actually. I'm really happy with the way the Instagram growth is going, and I need to get onto YouTube. So my podcast does pretty decent, but my YouTube, I need to get better at editing. Okay, so because I have amazing YouTubers right here, what editing software should I even use? Because there's like a whole bunch out there, but like, what do y'all use for editing?
Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro.
No.
No, I mean like Adobe, I just started using Adobe Premiere for the last video that I posted. It was the first time I ever edited in Adobe Premiere for a video. I used iMovie for 4 years and it was like my go-to software. And I mean, it's very beginner friendly. And when you're not doing much, if you're just filming like a story time or like whatever, like it's really much point, shoot, cut and go. And that's what I'm really meant for. If you want to get more technical and you want to film like something a little like a better quality, like Premiere Pro is definitely, I would suggest it. But if you just want to make like fun videos, Zach talks about it all the time. You don't even need a good camera for YouTube. I mean, we all shot on, me and Zach shot on our iPhones for a long time, like iPhone books, and then edited in fucking iMovie and put it up on YouTube and just threw that shit out there. Like,
well, and see, that's the thing is like, I've got a nice camera. Like I've got a Canon T7i. So it's a really nice camera. It's great for the photo shoots that I do, but like I'm traveling a whole bunch this year. Like I'm headed up to Florida here in a month. I'm going to St. Thomas, the Virgin Islands sometime this summer. I'm headed to Hawaii. I'm headed to Colorado. I'm headed to Bora Bora next year. Like I've got trips on trips. So like I want my channel to be more of like the vlog kind of style. So I need to
on with your phone or get used to carrying around a DSLR because them bitches get heavy after a little while.
Yeah, they do.
Oh my gosh, sorry. No, I thought my fucking house was on fire. I smelled smoke like really bad, and I was running around and I couldn't find anything. And I think it's like right across the street though, because it's strong as fuck. It smells like there's a fire in my house.
No, sorry. I just looked at the chat really quickly. So
What?
Jonathan said, Lauren, meet Blake. He clones his Willie on YouTube. Lauren says, how he does what? So
He
Lauren's a
said
good
he
friend of ours
relationship.
who she may join the live stream later, but we love Lauren. Lauren is amazing.
Yeah, but as far as software, like you don't need anything more advanced than iMovie. But if you don't have like a Mac and you only have like Movie Maker or some shit, don't use Movie Maker. Like,
Zach, so I posed the question, what editing software should I use for my videos?
me and Zach talked about this on one of our last couple of streams. We talked about like software versus capabilities versus just the person doing it. And like, you don't really need like super fancy software to be successful or like do things.
Yeah, it definitely depends on what you're doing. Like if you're just doing basic videos, basic vlogs and stuff, you really don't need anything super heavy. And like iMovie's pretty simple. I use DaVinci, it's free and it makes your videos look great, and like color grading is really good on it and stuff, and it's free, but it takes a shit ton of like space on your computer.
Yeah.
So that's the only downside to it. I don't know. I used iMovie up until
Got like
August
3
of this
here,
last
so I
year.
can- So Blake, what are you doing on your YouNow stream tonight?
I usually have another person here with me, Jordan. So we do milestones and shit like that. But so tonight it's just open. I got alcohol. Right now I'm drinking an energy drink to wake up because I was up early today filming. But I'll start
Cheers.
with you guys before I get off.
Are you a YouTuber or is it like a hobby?
I'm sorry?
Are you a career YouTuber or is it like a hobby?
Yeah, I've been on just YouTube for the last 2 years now. Coming
Okay.
up in June. June will be my 2-year anniversary, I guess, quitting my job. I quit my job on a live stream, actually. Somebody gave me a donation. They said, if you quit your job, I said, okay. And that was the last time I worked. I do side jobs with my roommates and stuff. All my friends own their own construction companies. So like sometimes I do hard work, but I can't do more than 2 days of that.
Oh man, no, yeah, that's one thing. Like when you start working for yourself and you don't have to report to somebody else, you get really used to it and it gets really nice. So having to go back to that, especially like for me personally, like I can't do it. I just cannot do it.
My problem is procrastination.
Yeah.
I'll wait till the very last minute, even though I have 7 days a week to do it.
It's like, crap, I need a new video. All right, 10 minutes before. What's up, y'all?
I usually do that for sponsored videos. I get, because with the sponsored video, you have to figure out how to like work it in. And so I don't know. It's not difficult. It's just that it's procrastination.
That's why I stopped taking sponsorships for like the last like year and a half or so, is just because like I felt like every time I did a sponsorship, it wasn't necessarily content that it didn't go along with content that I was making. It felt kind of forced or shoved into a video. And I just didn't really like putting that upon like viewers or something. And that's just why
Here's the thing though. Here's the thing is a viewer can skip past that part. It's very easy to skip past a part in a video. If they were in the same position, they would be taking those sponsorships. All they have to do is move forward. Like it's like a 45 seconds.
You're right, but that doesn't change the fact that I was just like, I just couldn't find the drive to make the video so that way I could throw a sponsorship in the middle. You know what I mean? Because like Blake said, like at this point, like I made a video like a week and a half ago, but other than that, like my channel's been kind of for a while.
Oh, I didn't mean to call you out.
Oh no, you're good.
Yes, you did, Blake, and it's okay. We love it here. More drama. It makes conversation juicy.
Because I went to get my taxes done 2 days ago, and she was like, you went on all these trips last year, and if you'd have just fucking filmed and called it a YouTube video, this would be a tax write-off. And I was like, you're right, but so yeah, no, I need to film more. That's a fact. But
tax deductions are amazing. Anytime I go out to eat, I'm like, business, tax deduction.
But then that's more room for people. Like you're gonna like I see people get audited over that shit all the time.
See, that's what I'm scared of, getting audited even this year. I pay so much back in taxes this year, but like I'm like I don't think I'm gonna get audited, but especially not this year because of all the shit that's going on. But
yeah,
unless you're making an insane amount of money, you're not you won't worry. Don't worry about getting audited. So the people that get audited,
no, I'm not. I wouldn't give that advice. I completely agree. I've seen smaller people get audited for much less.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen somebody. I mean, there's like
just don't fuck with the IRS. That's
well, yeah, don't do that. But
I'd rather pay them extra money so that way they leave me the fuck alone. Like,
no, I want all my money.
Let me do my dumb
Fuck the IRS.
Well, I agree with that. Fuck the IRS. But they are a thing that exists, and they do have a lot of power in this country. So taxes, man, what a concept! What a concept! People take
taxes are paying. There's a reason I have a CPA that does all my shit. I don't want to deal with it.
If it wasn't for like the fact that I had like 7 jobs last year, including YouTube and like Patreon and having all that untaxed income, I wouldn't go to an accountant. But it's just like at this point, I'm like, I don't know how to combine all these things together. Like,
yeah, no, it's super complicated. So, and I'm especially since I bought the bar, like I'm getting letters like every other week about some tax thing or whatever. And I literally just text my CPA and I'm like, what's this? And they're like, oh, you don't need to worry about that. What's this? Okay, send that over to me. Send this and this, and I'll take care of it. I'm like, okay. So no, it's there's a point to having one, and then there's a point to not having one depending on the different level that you're at. But yeah, making it simple and easy, especially Taylor, if you've had like 7 different streams of income that you've got to combine into one tax return.
Just works for too many people. I do too much.
Yeah.
Like, you were laughing. What were you laughing about?
Jonathan's like, Blake looks like he's having a blast. And I'm like, it's just because in Canada, taxes are so different. Like, I have no clue what they're talking about.
Blake's like, and I'm just dealing with the shit.
For it.
So how do taxes work up there then?
I mean, it's just not as serious, I guess. I just did my 2016 taxes. Like last week.
2016.
Yeah, and then I've done my 17 and 18. I've not done my 19. Or sorry, I've done my 17 and 19. I haven't done my 18.
Yeah.
Mother trucker, dude. Like if you did that around here, like fuck.
You'd be in
no.
jail right now. They'd be that year. You'd be going to court, get your court
You'd be in
suit
jail.
up. You know,
Blake, you would be in jail.
Yeah,
I just
American
think it would
flag.
take 10 years to do it here.
By like April, like mid-April.
That's nice.
So
All right, Blake, I'm moving to Canada. That's it. Screw all these taxes.
it sucks. It sucks. I don't even want to. And do you guys end up like when you do your taxes, because you're self-employed, right? Like you're like, do you have untaxed income pretty much?
Yeah, I guess everything I make on YouTube would be untaxed because I get paid in US dollars.
Do you end up having to pay back into the system?
Last year I didn't. This year I probably will. That's why I haven't done my taxes yet.
It's like I don't want to pay him anything yet.
Yeah, exactly. But
Is there like a deadline on when you have to file your taxes?
you're supposed to do it by April, but like
It's a general guideline.
4 years later.
it's pretty general over here. I've never ever been in trouble for not doing it. So,
Yeah, I say Franco says Canada taxes are so different. You are rarely audited.
next year, Franco, they've already hired because I know someone who knows somebody that works in that kind of stuff to audit like billions of people because of the CERB. So they're going to be auditing a bunch of people to make sure they weren't making any income while they were receiving government money, which is like the stimulus that you guys got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, which I still haven't gotten. That's this crazy thing. My entire family has gotten the stimulus check, and I'm like, well, I haven't got my stimulus check.
Does
so.
everybody get it in the States, or is it okay? Yeah, Canada.
Well, so there are some people that don't qualify for it, but pretty much every single adult gets $1,200, and then every single student or somebody or a child that gets claimed on their taxes gets $500.
at just one payment, you get it every month.
No, it's just one payment.
It's one payment. They're trying to decide if they're going to give us 1,200 more.
Where's my first 1,200? I want my first-
Exactly. No, we haven't gotten ours either. We just got like a notification that it would have been sent out on Wednesday. So we'll see.
Lucky. I haven't gotten any notifications, and I went on the IRS like website to like look it up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's nothing here. And I'm like, what do you mean there's nothing there? Like I file my own taxes, nobody claims me. So I know like I don't make that much money. So
Whether it was a 1,200 or 500 per kid. So like, for instance, like my mom has 3 kids and she claims all 3 of us because we were all in college like during last year, but she didn't
Yeah.
have money for all of us because we're over 18. So you have to be 17 or under to qualify for the 500 extra. You have to be claimed as an independent, and you have to like, there's so many nitpicky things as to what qualifies you to get the stimulus check that it screws so many amount of money.
I would say my mom got 2 child payments for both my little brothers, and the youngest one is 16. The one that's right underneath me is 20, and she got 2 payments.
I don't know. My mom didn't get any money, and she's got 3 kids, and we're all 22, 23. So
That's
Well, it's
crazy.
under. Is it under 18 or is
it's
it
supposed to be, from what I know,
No,
it's,
it's not. I'd say it can't be under 18 because my mom would have only gotten 1 then.
That's so weird.
Maybe they fucked up. They've been doing double payments here to lots of people.
and that's what the American government is so fucked up.
Lucky bastards.
They're just throwing money in random directions and saying, we gave people money. They don't give a fuck.
I mean,
To
they-
answer your question, Bill, yes.
What?
Bill asked if the IRS has a direct deposit account for
Oh.
me, and then Zach, he's asking for you as well. So
If
I know
we're-
for my tax returns, I always do direct deposit. I don't want a check coming in the
Yes,
mail.
It is direct deposit. They're sending a
So-
check though, so I
That's
don't
so weird.
understand that because I do have direct deposit on file.
Yeah, that's so weird.
Yeah.
So oh well, as long as I get my money, I don't care when it comes in. As long as I get
Are
it.
you sitting on the floor?
my dog, he's a puppy, he probably peed on the floor, so it was like wet right here. So I was like, what the fuck?
Oh no. No, so you missed this earlier. No, so my brother's getting a new puppy, and it's a German Shepherd Bridgeback mix.
I have no idea what a bridgeback is.
I don't think German Shepherd, but less.
I know
hair.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, think German Shepherd, but less hair. So But they went to go pick him up tonight. So after this live stream, I'm gonna go see a new puppy. I'm excited. How old is your puppy, Blake?
5 months.
Oh, that's adorable. What kind of dog is he or she?
His name's Oakley.
That's so
Love that. Oakley.
I'll grab him. Oakley.
Oakley, just like Ollie Taylor.
He's so pretty. He's like, I don't want to come out from under the
Oakley's
chin.
like, no, you can't make me. Oh.
He's got spots.
Oh my God, he's so beautiful.
He's just flopping. Look at him. Oh my God.
Oh.
That's why we have 2 carpets, so that we don't ruin our white carpet. This is what he like hangs out on, I guess.
He's so big for how big is he gonna be?
We have no idea because he's a border collie Australian Shepherd mix, so he could either be like medium or big.
Yeah,
I think-
oh, man.
Because for
Does he
5
shed?
months, he's a big boy.
Not yet. No, he doesn't shed. I mean, a little bit, but not as much as you'd expect for a fuzzy fluffy dog.
That's like one thing, like whenever I have a dog, I will not be able to do a dog that sheds.
Well,
I
that's
cannot
most
do
of
it.
them.
Do what?
That's most of them.
No, I know. Well, so
Yeah,
I have a
yeah,
miniature
yeah.
schnauzer right now, and she's like 16, and she doesn't shed because she has hair.
You just
So
have to get them groomed, otherwise they look like little pom poms. Can't see.
Gosh, I would
They're
love
like-
a pom pom. They're bitches. They're so mean.
I just don't think small dogs like you, Zach.
Small dogs love me. Small dogs. I'm a dog person. All dogs.
oh man, I was like, he's Zach.
Dogs fucking
How's
love
your
me.
puppy?
I will brag about that all day long. But pom poms, like I remember babysitting. I used to babysit this kid
Yeah.
when I was like, I don't know, 12. And they had a fucking pom pom. I hated that little bitch. I used to
Doesn't Jeffree Star have like 6?
Yes, and
Pom-poms?
that would be my nightmare. I used to lock that little bitch in the like bathroom until their parents came home, and I'd let him out like right at the end, and he'd be biting them ankles the entire way out.
Nope.
Pomeranians, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
talking
Pomeranian.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what a pom pom is. Oh man.
Oh my God.
Okay, so
Your
Blake,
dog's
so
like-
you've moved around a lot. Are you gonna move anytime soon? Or are you thinking of new places to live?
2 months, so I'll be gone from here.
Where are you gonna go to?
I haven't decided yet. Either Toronto or back to Vancouver, like as like a home base, and then I'll go wherever.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I've stayed anywhere more than a year.
How long have you been there?
8 months now, 10 months almost.
Jeez.
I don't know. Since
That was me, but I moved like every like year to 3 years.
yeah.
So, and then I've lived here in this area because I've moved several times in this area, probably the last 8 years. And that's like the longest, no, 10 years. That's the longest time I've ever lived in one place.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
get bored too easily. I have friends everywhere. Like, I mean, like people that I met online, like you guys, like pretty much anywhere you move to now, you know somebody. So
Yeah. No, that's what's crazy. And I forget how big Canada is, because you think Canada is just up there. And you think about it, how big it
Huge.
is size-wise. It's
Huge country.
not a small country. It's pretty big.
yeah, it's big. Population is tiny.
I mean, hey, I'd take it over the US population. I'd take Canada over the US. If I could become a Canadian citizen today, I'd do it.
I'm not going to chime in on anything. Not on that.
I'm not
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything to that.
I
Taylor,
promise,
stay in America.
I had to promise it. I had to promise Colton a couple hours ago that I wasn't gonna bring anything too political up. So.
Oh yeah.
Drunk and we just start babbling about the baddest fucking shit, and we're like, I
You
don't know.
know what?
I know,
I
we
like
do.
to talk about
Well,
that.
it's like that 6 hour. Okay, so Blake, we had this live stream. The first time that I ever went live with Zach and Taylor joined in, probably like 3/4 of the way through. We went from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m.
Nothing.
And towards
Nothing.
the end, it got so political. It was just like.
You guys were drinking the whole time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was me
More we
last
drank, more
weekend. I don't even
people
want to
did
know what
that.
my stream was like. But I don't stream on YouTube, thankfully. I used to, but I thought it was messing with my analytics, to be honest with you. That's why I stopped.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
I don't have analytics, so we can stream all we want on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's what I don't know. Cause like for me and Zach, like that's what we're gonna be on a stream for, like a pride stream towards the end of the month. And the host was like, I've got you scheduled for like a 30-minute slot. And I was like, I don't think me and Zach together can do a 30-minute slot. Two of us start when we get online, it doesn't matter if we have something to talk about or not, we'll find something. And when we do, we
10
stream
hours
until
later.
we'll stream from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And we'll just be like, oh, I guess he'll be like, Alistair's getting up for work. I guess I should get offline now and drink some coffee. I don't. I'm like,
Yep,
I don't.
that's Zach over there on his phone.
Well, no, because this motherfucker said something, and now I'm looking it up because I do a lot of fucking live streams. Is it messing with my analytics?
Well, only reason for me was because I noticed that when a video gets demonetized, my following video would automatically get yellow flagged, and all of my live streams would get yellow flagged. So then I stopped doing the live streams on YouTube because I knew my next video post was going to get yellow flagged.
Say, I haven't
hope it's
reached
not
the
doing
amount
that.
of subscribers to be able to get yellow flagged or like demonetized.
You're so savage to yourself.
The extra censoring of YouTube like definitely added a stress factor that made me not necessarily, for a long time, it made me not want to make videos because I was like, I don't want to have the stress of having to get my thing reviewed. And by the time it's reviewed, I've got the bulk of the views that I was going to get. So I'm losing my ad revenue, or I'm losing, sponsorships. You're like, well, you're not getting monetized. You're doing like provocative content. So we don't want to sponsor you or whatever. And I'm just like, but nowadays it's so, I guess, because I went from making, like we all kind of went videos for a long time. Everything was very neutral and very good. Me and Zach talked about the golden age when we started like 3 years ago. Like YouTube was free and open, and it didn't really matter what you did. And nowadays, you just to post a video, you've got to click 1,000 boxes saying that you didn't fucking say a million cuss words, kill a puppy, and sacrifice a goat on your channel. Like,
Yeah, I mean, that was 4 years ago, but that was right at the end, dude. Like, I don't think I was on more than like 2 or 3 months before everything changed.
I mean, I'd say
I remember when I first started, and I was getting like decent views. I would get like 50,000 views on a video. I was making, and that's 4 times a month. I was making at least $1,000 a month, and now like I hardly like. I make just a little bit over my truck payment if I don't post on a month, and like if I post 4 videos a month, it just doesn't even add up to that anymore. I'll be lucky if it'll hit 1,000, but it usually doesn't. And that was only a couple months after I started, so everything changed pretty fucking fast, and then it's just been going downhill from there.
Well, we've kind of talked about how the golden age of YouTube is kind of over. Like, it's not easy to be successful on YouTube as it used to be, and it's kind of falling off. And more
like we can complain about it, but it's a business platform, and they're working on a business model, and they are making their money mainly from advertisements, right? So advertisers get the end all be all say. If they don't want to advertise over certain content, they don't have to. This is capitalist America, and they do not have to. I mean, YouTube's worldwide, but like the world is fucking capitalist. And it just. They don't have to do that. And so if it's really that much of a problem for people, there are places like Patreon or OnlyFans. And like, I know OnlyFans is mainly for like porn and stuff, but I'm assuming there are people on there who do other sorts of content. And so it's just, there's other platforms out there for that. It's just that people don't want to move to other platforms.
So we talked about this like a year or so ago. Because I don't remember what you said, do you think that another platform like YouTube will ever come along and replace you?
No, I don't.
Don't?
Mm-mm.
What do you think, Blake?
I know Nelk's trying to do it. I don't know if you guys know who the Nelk boys are, but
Who?
they've already talked about it because their stuff always gets deleted. But I also think that eventually they'll just buy them out. I mean, Google has any amount of money they want to try and buy whatever competition.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Google, right? Google owns
Google
it.
already tried something like that, and like there's been platforms like that. So it's not like there's anything new and so exciting that it's going to overtake YouTube. YouTube came at the perfect time. They started at the perfect time where it was just starting. We were just starting to get like overexposure for certain folks, whether that be celebrities, social media coming up like Facebook, MySpace, all of that. They came at the perfect time, and they are king at this point, and I don't see that changing for a very, very long time. I think the only way it's probably going to change is when, like, if something like the internet gets, becomes obsolete, and we have, like, I don't fucking know, some other sort of technology that we can't even comprehend at this point. But I think YouTube is here to stay, and so
It definitely is here to stay.
you either adapt or you move to a different platform and try to monetize your shit. Like, if you really have content that you believe that people will follow you for, you take it somewhere else and you let them follow you. And that's just all there is to it.
Yeah. I mean, so in the comment section, really quickly, sorry, somebody says that Blake is the only one with sleeves. And then somebody else said, hashtag the way to point out to straight boy in the live stream.
I was gonna say I didn't get the beater memo, but like
I need to go find a black beater so that way, I can be matching. I can be matching Zach and Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
It's just, it's not anything that's pre-planned. It's just, gay genes.
I need to go change then. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, born with the wife beater. Come out the room with the wife beater.
As soon as the warm weather hits, it's all I'll wear. But it just snowed 2 days ago in Canada.
Did it really?
I'm at the border of America. I couldn't believe it. And then today it was 20 Celsius, which I fucking don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, but
no, that's probably about 50 to 60 degrees in Fahrenheit.
Really? Because it was warm. 50 sounds cold.
No.
Not gonna Google it.
Well, I mean, 50 is cold for us that are used to like 35 degrees Celsius. So
fair. 68 F actually it was today.
Okay, so it was about 70. So
close.
50 to 70, 50 to 60. I was close-ish. I used to live in Italy, and everything that they had was in Celsius, so I had to learn some of their stuff.
I'm half Italian.
Do what?
I'm half Italian.
Ciao.
I don't know how to speak it, but yeah.
No, Dio mio, No, I need to go back to Italy though. I miss their pizza. Okay, that's like one stereotype about Italians. Their pizza is so freaking good. Oh, it's delicious.
I mean, I've never had Italian pizza. I mean, in Italy, but I've never been. But
all right, y'all, we're all going to Italy, and we're not just going to get regular Italian pizza. We're going to go get something called epizzetta con patatine fritte.
Oh, that's
so that is a pizza that they roll up like a taco and they stuff with French fries.
It sounds like a New York pizza.
It sounds ridiculous, is what
it is so freaking good. It is amazing. And they sometimes put like ketchup on it, and they sometimes put like that ketchup mayo mixture on it, and they give you a skewer to eat the French fries before you eat your pizza, but it's like their version of the fast food. It is so stinking good. Oh my god. I need my pizza.
European version of fast food is so different than Americans, because when I was in Germany, like even like okay, the Burger Kings and stuff, Burger King, McDonald's, they're pretty similar. But like if you're going down the strip, if you're like where like all the bars and like the clubs and stuff are, and you find like a restaurant, like their version of fast food, like they'll give you carnival style like food just on the regular, and it's crazy.
Yeah, no, it is crazy, but it's so good, and it's fresh food. It's not like this frozen crap fast food. I mean, some of their stuff, like if you go to like the McDonald's or the Burger Kings that are over there, then that stuff is going to be the typical fast food. But their version of like regular fast food, oh my gosh, it is so stinking good. So everybody needs to go to Italy. Everybody go to Italy.
When they reopen, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, of course, when they reopen. And then let's all go take a tour of Belgium and France and get wine drunk.
I'll pass on France. I'm good.
I'm with you there.
Why?
I'll go back to Germany. You
have to explain yourself. Why do you pass on France?
I have met a fair amount of French people, and I know enough about French culture. I just don't have that much interest in French culture or French things. Like I don't care to see the Eiffel Tower. I don't care to go to the Louvre. Like I don't care to see Paris. Like France is just not. And the French people that I've known have been mean people.
Love my French people.
What do
I
you
love
want
my
to go do?
baguettes.
What do you want to go do then?
What do I want to
Me?
go? I want to go back
What do
to
you, all of y'all? What do all y'all want to go do?
right now. Right now.
Not right now, obviously. I want to stay home.
I don't. I want to go to Bora Bora.
Yeah. I don't think that's what
bowling.
I would choose if somebody said, okay, you're gonna get a week to travel, we're gonna pay for it, everything. I don't think it would be like bored.
Australia.
Oh no, I wouldn't pick Bora Bora to go on a week's travel that was completely paid for. I'll pay for that myself. But yeah, no.
I'd definitely go on a yoga retreat to Bali. That's what I would do.
I have a lot of friends that live in Bali, but that's like, so for like in the business coaching world, everybody goes to live in Bali because it's dirt cheap and they get the nice views and the nice photos and everybody thinks they're uber successful and they gain way more clients because of it.
Just thinking
Which
about the
is
clients.
So stupid. So, I mean, it's literally all just a publicity move, right? I mean, I have a friend over there that literally pays $1,500 US dollars, gets 3-course meals every single meal, has a maid that comes out every single day, and lives essentially in a mansion with a private pool. It's like,
Girl, right now I'm struggling just to pay my $500 rent, so I don't know.
oh, I wish rent was only $500. That'd be nice.
Live with 4 other people in a nasty ass house in a fucking complex. It's awful. I would gladly pay a
I'll
grand.
pass. I'll pass then. I like having my own place.
Taylor, I'm pretty sure you live in the exact sort of layout that I lived in.
Did you live in a 5-bedroom?
Oh no, I was in a 4-bedroom. Never mind.
I'm in a 5-bedroom.
Never mind. I take it. Wait, you know what? Nope, I take it back. Yes, it was a 5-bedroom. So there's 1 bedroom on the first floor.
2 on the second and 2 on the third?
Oh, we don't have a third. Nope, never
I
mind.
have a third. I'm on the 3rd floor, bitch.
Ooh,
No.
I bet moving in there was crazy.
Oh yeah, try to get a queen size mattress up these tiny ass stairs. My bitch ass struggled. That's why like my mom's like, why do you talk? Because I say when I move, I'm just gonna throw my mattress away. I'm like, moving this mattress is a pain in the fucking ass. I love this mattress, but it was not expensive enough for me to take wherever I go. Oliver, quit.
In me until this house. All my stuff I'd throw out if I moved, but because I always bought it like really cheap. But now I finally got a bedroom set, so I think I have to save it.
Well, and you gotta save your neon light, your triangle neon light.
I
You
love
gotta
that.
save that. You can't throw that away.
I'm gonna get more neon signs. I just love it.
There you go. Neon signs are really cool.
Yeah.
So I've been looking at getting some for my coaching brand, but like the ones that I keep looking at because it has to be customized, it's like really expensive. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend that yet.
Blake, how old are you?
26.
Okay. And so you said you've like moved like every year. You just kind of like gone place to place.
Yeah, I mean, I moved to Whistler in 2015, and then I was there for, I guess that was my longest 2 years, and then I moved down to Vancouver for a year. But there's like so many different suburbs, which is why I count it. Like I was in 3 different places in Vancouver for a total of 3 years. So every year was like a new spot.
Okay.
And I moved back to Ontario last year, and I've almost been here a year. And then I'm going to probably move back either, like I said, Toronto or there.
So when you moved out to Switzerland, what were you doing? Were you just like, was that just like, I want to get out of Canada, I just want to go somewhere different, or?
It was Sweden, actually. It was my girlfriend's place, but the day I got so my car was in a car crash, and it was just parked. I wasn't in it. And it went to the shop and ended up having to be in the shop for 3 months. So I just decided to go to Sweden for the 3 months that it was there because I had no means of transportation in Vancouver, which you pretty much need because it's so big. So like I said, I've been doing is YouTube and live streaming. So it was easy to take up over there. And with the time change, I got to post later, which was still the same time.
So I guess like kind of deviating from like our normal streams, how did like work permits and like living and everything, like, did you have to get a visa going over there for 3 months or?
As a Canadian, you can go over to Sweden for 3 months without any issues.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, no visa. Apparently they have some sort of agreement because I think it was like all of Europe actually because of I honestly I'm not good with that kind of stuff, so I can't really touch on it. But
no,
something to do with the Queen in Canada and all that.
That's what I think. I think from the United States, you can go for like 2 or 3 months, but after that, like they fucking deport your ass. So I
Yeah.
was curious.
Yeah. I was traveling in and out between there and London because it's only like an $80 flight. And when I went back for the last time, they're like, oh, you know, you only have 8 days left. You have to leave in 8 days. And because I didn't have a return ticket. I was like,
Yeah.
don't worry, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
They're pretty serious about that timing or whatever.
Okay, I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
Because I know, like, even I was just flying through London, and I was staying the night in London before I was going to Hamburg when I was going a year ago for spring break, and like they grilled me. I'm like, why are you in London? What are you doing in London?
Oh
I was,
yeah, London
I was
grilled
like-
me too when I first went.
I was like, it's okay. I'm just here for a night. I'm leaving. I promise. I'll be back. You guys just won't let me stay the night here.
I went to London last year for the first time for 10 days. I did have a return flight, and I remember they're like, what are you doing here? And it was when I was going to meet my girlfriend for the first time. We never met before. It was just, we met, she's a live streamer as well. She's upstairs. And I was like, oh, I'm meeting this girl I met online. Like, have you met her before? I'm like, no. And then they almost turned me away. They almost told me I had to go back because I fucked up. I shouldn't have said
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, of course. Like, I've been with her for 10 years. What are you talking about?
Yeah. They're like, you're staying with a person you've never met for 10 days. I'm like, yeah.
That's just like, that's YouTube culture. Like,
Right?
I
Yeah.
met them online like 3 years ago. Like, I'm going to stay with them for a week. It's no big deal. Like,
Yeah, that's how I see it. I remember growing up too. My mom used to make me put fake names on anything that I signed up for, whether it be like a little game online or whatever. And now it's like I tell my whole life. Everyone knows pretty much where I live.
who are you? Absolutely Blake. No, that's funny. I had a question and I lost it because I'm throwing my ball to my dog.
Yeah, I don't know where mine is.
We should have y'all, honestly, we should have a dog live stream where we just bring all of our dogs.
My dog
No,
would,
y'all can participate in that. I will not be.
What, you don't want Winifred to get in it?
Ah, they would drive me insane. I love them, but
Winifred's not bad.
he's not bad. He's bad. And then they hype each other up.
Okay. How is the new puppy? I haven't met the puppy.
Crazy. I don't even know
Growing into his big old head.
most of the stuff that he gets a hold of, but he does. He ate a whole ketchup packet and somehow he got it from the table, like our dining room table, and he ate a whole like Whataburger spicy ketchup packet and then had just the shits all day. So that was fun. That was a great time.
Oh, being a dog dad's great.
Goodness.
We
It's
love a good dog dad.
It's not awful, but y'all can participate in that dog life.
I'm good. My dog.
Y'all can participate. We will not. That's funny.
Gracious. So Blake, have you ever been to like, do you go to like YouTube conventions or anything, or do you just like stay out of those?
I went to VidCon in 2014.
Just
What'd you do with that?
2014?
Yeah, just that VidCon 2014. I went to Playlist October, not last October, but the one before that. But after that, I'll never go to another Playlist again. Maybe VidCon.
Yeah. Was Playlist bad?
It's just not the same. VidCon's like YouTube oriented. Playlist is like every live streaming site plus TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess. That's what, I've never been to any of those conventions. People have told me for years to go to like VidCon, but I feel like it's just so like, I don't want to say click heavy, but like, you know what I mean? Like who you're advertising with and like what studios people are with and like, you know, how many subscribers you have and like that kind of thing. Like,
Does that play too big of a role for you? I said, does that play too big of a role for you to want to go to them, Taylor?
I mean, kind of, like, I don't want to go and like, you know, just try to go like hang out with people and then be like, oh, like you only have 34,000 subscribers. Like, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
They would do it too. They'll do
that's
it.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't want
It
that.
always drives me nuts because like the value that you bring or the importance that you can hold in somebody's life it's not determined by how many followers you have, how many likes you have, how many comments you have, the whole 9 yards. That shit drives me nuts. but you know,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Was it like that when you went, Blake?
I went with a bunch of other smaller people. I just had deleted my channel actually, and I was starting up a fresh one. And then everyone else I was with only had like 2,000. But I've always had a good experience party wise. I snuck into the Hilton, which is where all the big YouTubers were, and there was like Casper Lee. What's the other guys? Joe Sugg. Like I was partying with all of them when I was like the smallest. So I thought it was super cool. What the Buck invited me into his hotel room. I don't know if you guys remember that guy, but that was
Okay.
insane. It was my first thing ever, and then last year my girlfriend knows a bunch of big people on TikTok, so we got the VIP. So if you can do that, it's fun. But like you said, it's clicky. It's about who you know. It's not really about how many followers you have. If you know somebody, they can talk to somebody. It's pretty much run by whoever's got a mill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So something that popped up in the comments earlier, Blake, was do you know who Mike MGTV is?
Yeah. I've wasn't it? I've hung out with him, but I don't know if I went to an event with him. But yeah, no.
So he was the top of conversation earlier.
Me and him were we were in this YouTube thing called Creator Clash. There was 16 contestants, and it was like teams of 4, and I was on his team. That's how we met. We both had 2,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, Mac Does It was a part of the Creator Clash too. He's got like 2 mil now, but
Yeah.
Is it really? Yeah. I'm gonna go look him up.
I guess it's crazy like to think of like when you started YouTube and people that started at the same time and like where everybody is now, like who's like at a mill, like who's like not, like who's successful, who quit, like all that kind of stuff. Like it's weird. I don't know.
I mean, I've noticed with a lot of people who have blown up, it usually just takes one video. So I think personally, just put out the content and maybe one will catch one day, and then that's that. But it's not even about subscribers anymore. It's about views.
Exactly. That's how it works. And then once you get that video, I don't know, like it's always, because YouTube is so fickle. You're either going to keep making the same content, get those views for a little bit, and then everything's going to fall off, or you're going to be constantly having to evolve to keep up with yourself, you know? Like Shane Dawson, for instance, how many times has he like changed up his entire platform? It's just you know, what is the shelf life of a YouTuber? What do y'all plan on doing? Everybody here.
Well, so that's like one of the things that like in any industry that you get into, you have to look at what is the typical shelf life. So for like a bar's shelf life is 3 years.
Yeah.
A bar, every single 3-year time period, either goes through a major dip or a major innovation in order to stay relevant to the world that they're currently in. So like the bar that I just bought, it was literally their 3-year mark. They started out, they got really super pumped up, they got super great sales their 2nd year, and their 3rd year they totally started to dip, and so it needed a massive change. So I don't know what that number is for YouTubers, so I'm really interested to hear what y'all think about it is, but that actually plays into any industry, even like business coaching, bakeries, all of it. Like there's a certain amount of time that is considered their lifetime before they have to innovate and develop in some new form or fashion.
Well, I think the difference comes with YouTube though, that like shelf life is so different per individual, because it really is how long can you keep the attention of the public? It's really like how long people find you interesting. How long are you going to keep doing interesting things, and how personal are you going to get? How much, how far are you willing to go to keep people's attention? Because at some point people get bored. And it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, you have people like Tyler Oakley who eventually like, he spread to other platforms and he started doing other things than YouTube, and his YouTube channel is so nowadays, you know what I mean? But like, then you've got people like Jenna Marbles who have just done YouTube forever, and she's just so fucking crazy that she's still interesting. You know what I'm saying? And so I think there is no specific shelf life for a YouTuber. It just depends on how innovative and how creative and how interesting you're willing to get with your content to make, and I also think it's a luck thing. Like, it's like when you do, how you do. And it's like Blake said, like that one video. It's like if that one video takes and people want that one video and they keep watching to find another video like that one video. Because I mean, it's all a numbers game, and that's what makes YouTube so wacky and so different than I think anything else. Sorry if you hear my dog attacking the tennis ball like a predator. He's fucking insane. Oliver. Aus.
Let's get some German stuff going in.
My dog only speaks German.
That's awesome. Okay, Blake, really quickly, people in the chat are asking, how do you and I know each other?
I can't.
Literally, it's literally Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
it's Twitter.
I was like, fuck, I don't know. You just
Yeah, I was saying, I think it's
I'm like,
literally
hey.
Twitter. So
Yeah.
I think you reposted one of the posts that I have tagged on my Twitter, and it was like, can I get over 100 likes without being naked? And I think you reshared
Oh,
that. And
yeah.
like, hey, let's get my boy some likes for not being naked.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, and then I think that was the point that you had followed me back. So, and then, I mean, to answer people's questions, like, I mean, Blake, like, I don't really know you. Like,
This
we're
was our first time really
acquaintances.
talking, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is my first time meeting all three of these people, really. I mean,
I know.
Same
So,
here. All three.
and so
Who's
this
that
is a great
Garcia?
question. I was like, how the hell did I get all of y'all to come on my little old channel to go?
Just so
to have a
everybody
con-
knows, Colton Trout also works for Clone Willie, so that's how he knows everybody.
wait, really?
No, he
I'm
doesn't.
secretly everybody's rep. I'm secretly everybody's
Yeah, I was
rep.
gonna done like 8 videos. I was like, no way.
And apparently you're about to do another one, Blake.
Tomorrow at 2.
So funny.
I wanna
Oh,
talk to you guys.
that is.
I try. Okay, so we,
Oh, Oh boy.
so, we tried one time, me and my husband, and it came
How
out
bad?
really, really bad. We still have it because of how awful it looked, and it
Wait, I
was
want to
like
see.
deformed and misshapen. It's just not. I don't know. It kind of scared us off, and we never did another one when we tried Clone Willie.
Well, you can ask Blake. Blake apparently is an expert at this.
Does it
Don't
work?
mean to volunteer.
Well, I know. I think we
Blake,
just. I
but-
think we just did it wrong. It wasn't. It was just a human error, but it's pretty scary.
I mean, I get them to send me extra packets all the time because you mess up one little degree or something or the measurements and it's screwed. Like today, it took me 3 attempts, but it made the video longer.
Ah,
You get
fuck.
more watch time for it.
And then and watch time. I guess that's key now, right? My videos are way too
Have you
short.
ever thought about doing or have you ever? You know what? I should ask that. Have you ever done a Clone of Willie mess up video where you show the how it fucked up?
I mean, I've always changed it up. So I've done Clone of Willie, then I did Clone of Willie with my buddy, and then I cloned my penis soft. I thought that one was hilarious. So somebody's actually been in the comments right now on YouTube asking if I'm ever going to repost those videos. I can't post them on YouTube, but maybe sometime just to answer that. I've seen the comment like 4 times. I feel
Why
bad.
not?
Oh, really?
Because well, I was getting in major shit for my YouTube channel. Like everything I was posting there, like they were like giving me strikes left, right, and center. So I deleted everything except for the original one.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
I started cloning. Like I've been using their product to clone other things. So I cloned my face the other week. I cloned my ass 2 weeks ago. The one like tomorrow's is even different too. I've always cloned something different. So I mean,
How do you
I keep cloning my penis every
Well,
day.
I guess you can't tell us what you're cloning, but this ought to be really good.
I haven't even seen it yet.
Do they
It's
have
drying
ass
upstairs.
kits, or do you have to just combine a bunch of Clone of Willies to do your ass?
To do my ass, I did eight powder kits. So I had to use a fuck ton of water. Yeah, I
I
had
wonder why they don't
like
just
buckets and stuff.
have a clone and ass kit though. Like I feel like by now technology's improved enough they could do something like that.
There's other ways, but because I know the people at Clone of Willie, they always hook me up. So they just said if I'm going to use their product in the videos, I just have to mention that that's not what their product's meant for. So that if somebody buys it, they don't try and think, oh, I can do this too, and then give them shit. So as long as the people know.
That is so funny. I still just am laughing so hard at it's like, what do you do on YouTube? I clone my Willie.
Great.
It's fantastic. I love it. And I think there was somebody in the chat as well. It's like, I only watch Blake for his tushy.
Oh yeah, my Instagram pretty much.
I
I
mean,
don't
hey,
have
oh my
OnlyFans.
gosh.
whatever sells the views, man. Whatever sells. The views.
Hey, no. Zach is not. He's done it as well. So you're not alone in that. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, next topic. What's everybody talking about in the chat?
I've been too drunk to read and pay attention to the stream. So, your dog is so cute.
He's trying to bite me.
Let's let's get
This is
let's
5
get
months
topics
old.
going.
He's so pretty.
Yeah, what do y'all want to hear? What do you want to know? Everything. Let's get the conversation rolling because it's dying down a little bit.
Okay, so I've never done Clone a Willy. How does it work? How does that like does it take like X amount of time? Like
Mixture, and you stick your dick in a tube and hold it there until until there's the mold made.
but the question comes from like if you cloned your face, how did you breathe?
I taped a straw from my nostril out.
What?
No, so that's the same mixtures and stuff that people use in just to make like molds of like in the movies and stuff to do prosthetics and all that. They have to mold your face. They just like stick straws out of your nose and stuff like that. It's the same sort of mixture.
But that doesn't leave like an impression on the outside of the mold.
It did.
Yeah,
I cut it
just
off.
some genius
Okay,
decided
okay.
to stick it in a tube and tell people to clone their penises, and they've now made a shit ton of money off that.
That's
So-
fascinating.
Yeah, you can clone like anything, man, and you can buy cloning like stuff.
Okay,
So,
when you're
Blake,
as cool
somebody-
as I am, you can't.
Like somebody said you should clone every part of you and make a human body.
There
I
you
got
go.
that comment
Time to
before. I thought that was
invest
funny.
in that.
I would need a lot of product. I would like,
Be a lot of product.
yeah, they'd have to give it to me, but the product's actually expensive. I'm surprised how much they've given to me. I mean, I'm sure maybe on some sales, but it's not like a real
Okay,
sponsor.
so do you sell them then? Because I would fucking sell that shit with how much you're doing them. Do you sell
No.
them?
No, everyone always asks, "So what'd you do with it?" I usually just toss it. Too many people. I don't know. I just don't want to go
Are
down.
you opposed to selling them? I feel like you would make some money off that.
Girl,
I've,
listen.
I've been asked tons of times.
Okay,
Hey,
Um,
Mario Adrian, I think, did that once. And I think he got like
who's that?
$2,000 or something.
Yeah, he did it for charity though. He messaged me about the whole thing. He asked me if I had a link.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be doing the naked pendulum too. I hope he does it.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
hear
I mean, like, but Mario's huge about donating a lot of the income that he makes. Like, that's one reason, like, I really, really respect Mario is because of how much he actually donates. Okay, people are asking for book recommendations. Y'all, Alistair's not here. We can't be making book recommendations without Alistair. So Blake, Alistair is Zach's husband, and he has this YouTube channel where he reviews different books and reviews things. So that's why I make that comment.
Who's the B then in Zach and B?
That was my dog. So when I
Oh.
started, yeah, when I started my channel, it was just me and my dog. Like I was in college and I would just get drunk and shit. And
Sounds like
get
fun for
on
me.
YouTube, that was my life.
I'm about to take my first shot. Anyway, but yeah, I can't stick around too much longer though. I'm already half an hour late on my other stream. For
I
sure.
know. Dude, I'm surprised you're still on it. I mean, I appreciate it. So it's great conversation. So
Wait,
and it's
there's
nice
a-
to, I guess, finally unofficially meet you.
This kind of counts. It's pretty smooth. I've never used
Yeah.
Zoom before, so
Yeah. Dude, I'm on Zoom calls like probably 90% of my day.
How long are we staying on then, Colton?
Dude, I don't know. How long do we want to stay on?
Do we want to go over to my channel?
We can do that. Do you want to?
I felt weird because I wanted to do it a little bit ago, but we were already in this, and I don't want to have to ask everybody to go over there. But I mean, I guess we can.
I mean, we only have 53 people on here. So if we move over to your channel, we'll probably have like 500 people.
I don't. We can do that, I guess.
Okay. Do you have the Zoom link already made?
No,
gonna make one?
I'll have to do that. Blake, are you coming with us, or are you doing your own?
it's up to you guys. I can push it to 11:15, but like that's only 14 minutes from
What-
now. Because
14
people, I mean, I also posted the link here, so most people know I'm live anyway. So it's anyone who's gonna come to
Then
my
let's stay on here for 14 minutes, or like let's
Yeah, we
let's
can
say
do that.
like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we'll let you go off, and then we'll go off, and
Yeah. works for me.
we'll just do it for my channel next time.
Okay.
Would that
Oh
work?
man. Oh man.
Stop. Alcohol.
Zach, don't let me go another week without sending you rum cakes. We keep talking about this.
Well, I keep talking about
Keep
buying
thinking about it.
your alcohol too, and I keep forgetting about it. So you got to remind me.
Oh, the wine? I'll
Yeah.
send a couple bottles with it as well.
Well, you just got to remind me, and I'll buy them.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
Ah! Come on. There you go, Taylor. Chug, 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 chug.
It was a little shook and
I'm like, what are you drinking tonight, Blake?
life is
Smirnoff vodka.
turn off.
Got that good old rum.
Ooh.
Beer.
Beer.
I'm doing beer.
Got that rum and
I
Red Bull.
can control myself on beer, but like with, other types of alcohol, once I hit a certain threshold, I'm like the Energizer Bunny, and I'll keep us up till 7 a.m.
Yes, you are.
Bro, you act like you're not gonna keep us up anyways.
Yeah, I'll be on beer tonight to keep myself
Oh
in
man.
check.
Oh man. So Blake, for everybody that is in the chat that wants to see your YouNow tonight, what is your YouNow handle or tag, or how can they find you?
Absolutely Blake on everything in the world, even my
Cool.
PlayStation account.
That's awesome. Well, so like as far as, and this is totally geeky of me, as far as business goes and branding goes, if you can get the same tag on every single platform, that's like perfection. So because so many people can't do that. So if you can get it on everything, that's awesome. Like I was able to capture TTD TLF, which stands for Today's the Day to Live Free, but I was able to get that on all platforms, which has made things so much easier when it comes to marketing.
Oh, for sure. It's just, it's just the same thing across is the easiest in my opinion, but it's tough. Like you said, I mean, sometimes you have to pay for it. Somebody bought absolutelyblake.com thinking I'm going to buy it off them. I've got absolutelyblake.ca, blakemcpherson.com, all those ones. I'm like, I don't need your absolutelyblake.com. It's not even a real site right now. It just says buy this site for 4,000 US. I'm like, I don't even make that a year on YouTube ad revenue. So keep it.
No. That's, I don't know. Or you're like me and your accounts get deleted, so you have to make new ones, and so you have a different username for every fucking platform you're on.
Okay, so speaking of your accounts getting, so my Tinder freaking account got blocked.
You got reported.
No, I got banned from Tinder, and I reached out to them. I was like, why the hell was I blocked? Or why was I banned? And they told me somebody reported me for catfishing people with my own photos. I'm like, what the hell? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, I was so pissed. So freaking pissed. Because now I can't use my regular email for my Tinder account anymore.
My secondary Instagram, like my backup account, my viewers were reporting it thinking it was somebody trying to be me, and it got deleted, but I was able to recover it. I told all the viewers, like, can you email Instagram to get it back? Because it was me, but people thought people were trying to be me.
Yeah.
No,
so this is kind of like a geeking kind of move, but like I found the first Instagram account that has used my photos for a different account and a different name, and I had all my people go like obviously report it, but I was always kind of like, why would anybody want to use my photos? Like, bless your heart, you can find way better photos than me.
It happens. Catfishing happens.
Apparently it does, and apparently somebody wants to use my freaking photos, and I'm like, I don't understand that, but cheers.
I used to report those accounts, but it's actually a higher chance of you getting verified if you have more people who are pretending to be you.
Oh, really?
So I stopped because one of the requirements is if people are searching for your name and there's too many accounts that look like you.
Nice.
Oh, this man has not. I learned something. I came on here thinking I was gonna drunkenly throw the ball to my dog, and here I am.
Which you just did.
And he ran into a wall and squeaked.
Well, I mean, anyone on here, feel free to use my photos, name.
Yeah,
That's funny. That's funny. No. See, I'm trying to get enough stuff on there so I could get verified, but I feel like I don't have a big enough following to go get verified, but it's all good.
It's about publicity too. If you can get on there's a single like radio show or anything, and that's what you can link.
Well, so I mean, I've been on radio, I've been on TV, I've had articles published about me, and I don't want to be like, oh, pat myself on the back. So like, I know I'm close to being able to get verified, but I think I'm like 1 or 2 publications away from getting verified.
Yeah.
So that's what I've worked a lot with Huffington Post in the past, but I just like the whole verification process and everything. It was just never something that I was interested in, I guess.
Yeah.
Never something that I tried to do.
Yeah. Well, for me, because like, so in my business, like I'm all about public speaking and I'm about business coaching. So if I can get verified, it helps me because like in the business coaching world, there's no real certification for being a business coach, right? There's some that you can go get, but nobody really cares. So if you're verified on your social media, or you've been published in a number of articles or been on radio, been on TV, it helps boost your capability and your resume essentially to go get higher ticket clients. So that's the only reason that I want it. So because it sets me apart from the other 50,000 business coaches that are out there in the world. So
Blake, are you verified on all platforms or?
Not just YouTube. Back when you were able to just apply at 100K.
Yeah.
nice.
No, I just know how do you get verified. And Instagram, I know once you're verified, which is a bonus if anyone ever does get verified on there, is comment on every other verified person's photo because your comment's always at the top. You're above anyone who doesn't have one, which is kind of sad.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
For a while there, it was on you or on Twitter. You could get verified really easily, and I wish I
Yeah,
would have taken advantage of
Yeah.
that.
I still don't have they re-enabled because for the last year and a half they have like disabled the verification process because too many people are getting verified for too easy. Does anybody know?
What?
No, I think I know they changed it or something.
Just silence.
Wait, sorry. No, I was reading the chat. What'd you say, Taylor?
Like it's like so the Twitter verified account like used to they were like we're updating our process, like we'll let you guys know like when we're gonna like re-allow people to apply to be verified, and then like I follow that page and like they just never updated. And so are they allowing people to still get verified? Because for like the last year it's been for the last year or so they weren't taking applications. You couldn't get verified on Twitter. It's been like dead ass silent because it was so easy. So many people were like, oh, well, I've been posting on this and I've been posting on this because their tweet got quoted on some magazine page. And so they technically had publicity. And so technically they were Twitter famous. And so they became verified being a public figure and they had like 300 followers. And it was like, you're not famous. You're just a hack. Any whore. Next topic, because no one else is talking and I feel awkward.
Well, no, I mean, I've said all I have to say about it. You can't, I wish I would have taken advantage of it when it was easier to do, and now it's not that easy. So
I want that little check mark on Twitter of all places. I feel like I'm like, that's my home. I want the check mark. I want to feel.
Well, I thought that being verified was going to just make me like a douchebag, but really,
no, get verified, Zach. Get verified.
It just means that in case anybody like makes any fake accounts of you and stuff like that, everybody will know that it's not really you. Mm-hmm. So it's like a security thing, but at this point, but I don't know. I always thought it was like.
At the same time, I feel like for a lot of fame chasers, like verified is like more of like it's like a status symbol than it is the actual.
It's like a goal that people are reaching. Like, I want to get verified. I was like, that doesn't technically mean shit, but yeah, sure, go for it.
I don't know. But
yep.
Well, thank you, Blake, for coming onto our live stream and gracing us with your presence. I really enjoyed meeting you. I don't know if you've enjoyed my presence, but I really.
You guys are all awesome. Trust me, I would have dipped. I would have just straight up left. I would have said, "Can't go." I was supposed to be anyway. It's been like over an hour now.
Taylor.
Middle finger.
Yes. Oh man, no, Blake. Like, I really do appreciate, because I know it was one of the things you talked about going live on your channel tonight, or on you now, obviously earlier today. It's like, no, you should join ours, and then you're like, well, why not? So I really do appreciate that you came on and that you spent this time and that you even spent a little bit longer time than you initially thought that you would. So that like literally speaks worlds to us. So we definitely appreciate it.
No, thanks for having me, man. It was awesome. I haven't drank yet, so I'm gonna do one shot because you guys have all been drinking. So, and it's kind of like my pre-drink for my stream. So I get pretty fucking sloppy over there, like you guys were saying you did a couple weekends ago or something, until 6 in the morning. Wild.
Yeah, we definitely did. Oh my God, we were so drunk. Hey, there you go. That's awesome. That face. Face.
We usually drink pineapple rum.
What is that?
Just straight vodka.
Fair enough. That's great. Yeah, no. You need to get this Palms rum. It's really smooth.
Is it
pineapple? Then one of these days you need to get
sloppy
with all of us then, and we'll get a bigger group together.
Yes. Yeah, we usually have about 6 people that are get on these live streams. Yeah. So
eventually
I ever guessed it with one others. Never more than one. So it's the first time I've done a fourth.
Really? Well,
oh, you virgin to it. You're such a virgin.
No, I usually stick to myself. Same thing with, like you were saying earlier, with the YouTube events. Like I don't go to any of that anymore. I just do my thing.
I know we stream a lot just for shits and giggles and getting drunk together. So.
I mean, that makes it fun, especially during quarantine, right?
Yes.
So
Alright,
we'll
man.
invite you. Don't worry. You'll be invited to all future streams.
I'll happily join, especially if I can. So you guys do it early, so I can come on before I stream anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be great.
Boom. There we go. There we go.
I'll
So,
know-
and we'll get you more followers. You know, we'll be like, yo, go follow Blake, go follow Blake, go follow Blake. We'll get them shameless promotions in there.
Hope we'll get you at least another 100,000.
Oof,
Yeah.
that'd be nice. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me.
All right, bye,
Peace
Blake.
out.
Peace.
Thanks for being on, Blake.
He's a real
He's like, fuck these motherfuckers. These fucking faggots. Let
Oh
me
my
get
god.
out of your head.
Like,
No. Oh my god. No, I was honestly like so happy that he actually came on. So, because like I know he's one of those YouTubers that, you know, because like he and I, we don't actually know each other like at all. Like we follow each other on Twitter. We've had maybe one conversation, two conversations, other than a couple back and forth tweets. So for him to actually come on, like I know he was probably like, what the fuck is this gonna be? Like, how is this actually gonna be? So the fact that he stayed on as long as he did, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So. All
Perfect.
right, are we moving to your channels?
Yes. I'm waiting for the shit talk. We already did it. You gotta skedaddle on out. All right. Thank you guys. We are going to my channel, Adventures of Zach and B. And then absolutely Blake will be
Absolutely, Blake literally says like.
I was about to say, you know what? I was about to say, I had to stop myself because I almost said Adventures of Zach and absolutely Blake. Sounds awful. Okay. We're going to Adventures of Zach and B, everybody. So let's
Yes.
move on over, okay? Colton has to end this one though.
Peace, y'all. We will see you over there in just a minute.
minute.
If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Don't be a douche.